Hassan is calling in, of course, at 12:30. I have 10 minutes to schlep around here. So I want to say, first of all, thank you to Shopify for sponsoring us. I also want to thank...
Shopify sponsoring terrorism by way of... Well, I guess they sponsor my podcast too, to be fair. So that's not surprising. Do you guys understand the silliness?
I also made this one. I made like a TikTok edit. I might post this as a short.
Like, yeah, that would have been a nicer thing to say. Our silence means something. It means that we would like to pause this relationship until you figure you're out.
I don't care. I don't care anymore. Because even when we don't say something, they think we're saying something.
It's like one of those old, like, the Flash edits. You ever see those old YouTube shorts for, like, the Flash? Or any of those, like, DC comic shows? I get locked in on random memes, okay? And they just take over my brain later. All right, guys, this is why we're here. This is why I had to stream tonight, because I couldn't believe it. Recently, we've got this picture that's been growing and growing, all right? It all started from the little domino. The little domino is that Ethan Klein unfollowed Frogan on Twitter after the October 7th tweets and the bloodthirsty comments, okay? Now... The medium little domino is that, you know, those Child Protective Services guys stopped over at Ethan's house and asked his kids a few questions. I know that's the medium little domino, okay? Then we've got the human skull being mailed to the H3 podcast studio, okay? Then Harley Morenstein dropped out of Creator Clash. You're like, wait, what is Creator Clash? Oh yeah, it's that YouTube boxing charity event that shouldn't exist. Just straight up shouldn't exist. We got like a month and a half now until this thing, it's May. This is June. Okay, I'll be at VidCon when I come home. As soon as I get home, mind you. I got a week's worth of Creator Clash to cover. As soon as I get back from California. So the big domino up until yesterday is that they lost a fighter on Creator Clash. Frogan has created like an entire generation of YouTube drama. She has like made a bunch of us like have tons of shit to cover for the past year. I can't believe it. It's actually unreal how much has spawned off of this interaction right here. I saw this yesterday. God, it drives me fucking crazy. Hassan, and I made my my vintage Frogan deserves more hate tweet. Okay, those just bang. And apparently Hassan has stepped in to explain why we shouldn't villainize Frogan anymore. All right, and obviously, I think, you know what, maybe we'll stop covering Frogan. So, oh, nope, another donation has come through towards the goal. We set our goal tonight that we'll continue covering Frogan indefinitely as long as we hit our first goal tonight. So it looks like we're pretty close so far already.
But not
point is you're trying to make
because I get frustrated when everybody's like trying to defend her so much. It's like she's the ultimate victim of online harassment.
She is she has been victimized in infinitely worse ways than...
Dude, this drives me fucking crazy. I really think they don't hang out with Mike from PA because he's too white. Like, there's not enough victim cards to pull out. Frogan is constantly the aggressor in almost every drama she's in, with the exception of, like, people like Tectone calling her fat for no fucking reason out of nowhere. But even then, it's not for no reason. It's not justified, but it's not for no reason. It's because Frogan just says shit like fucking veterans should get PTSD, like, because she wants to be like her daddy Hassan Piker with his 9/11 comment. Uh-oh, Frogan, we've hit 8 out of 10 on our goal, okay? There are still I think we've hit 9 out of 10 on our goal. There's still 17 minutes to go.
Ethan could ever imagine. Ethan is so not victimized that he has to fucking invent ways of being victimized to create drama.
Guys, we're gonna have to cover Frogan from now on. Oh Jesus, you guys. Okay. And by the way, there's one thing that I don't like. Oh, I have to unmute these. I'll unmute them in a second because you guys are mauling me right now. You know what's funny? Right now, the Ethan Klein, anti-Ethan Klein fight is like, who pretends they like fat people more? It's one of the biggest hypocrisies I've seen from either side, okay? Because you got Ethan fans coming out here talking about fucking Frogan's and shit like that, and then in the replies to the people arguing, they're like, well, Nick DeOrio is a fat piece of shit. It's just a bunch of people who just pretend they give a fuck about fat people. What's going on right now, guys? Why does everybody pretend they care about fat people all of a sudden? Dude, it's just like everybody's trying to gaslight the other group into thinking they love fat people. It's one of the most insane fucking things I've ever seen in my life.
When everybody's like trying to defend her so much, it's like she's the ultimate victim of online harassment.
She is. She is an infinitely. She has been victimized.
Yeah, they'll literally be like, look at Frogan, she's demented. And they'll be like, Nick is a person of calorie, by the way. It's like, all right. Well, I mean, I kind of see what's happening here.
In infinitely worse ways than Ethan could ever imagine. Ethan is so not victimized that he has to fucking invent ways of being victimized to create drama surrounding it. And the reality is, when Ethan creates drama around his own personal victimization, people actually tune in. That actually works for him.
Well, someone just said, who cares? I'll tell you why it matters. Because I think it's super frustrating.
My donation to the patron saint of YouTube drama, Straight DeOrio.
Thank you. People say like, well, why does it matter, Nick, if people are just being hypocrites about small things like that? It's because I constantly see people who are like, oh, ableism is bad. I hate ableism. And then they pull up like the Ethan Klein clip. Look at this, dude. I'm sorry. I'm cutting my own stream off right now. I'm getting ADHD. Bo Black's diagnosis right there. Like, dude, I found this video today, right? Where they show Ethan's Tourette's and they 2x the video to make him look like he's on coke.
This was made basically before the war started. And I think that the unfortunate, really tragic outcome of the war is how much it's jaded and radicalized, I think, people in Israel.
Like, all these guys pretend they give a shit about, like, fucking ableism this, ableism that. I don't on this fucking channel. But they're sitting here, they're like, wow, this guy's clearly a junkie. It's just like, none of these guys have any principles. It's all team sports, team sports, team sports.
It's really...
Nobody stands for anything. It's frustrating.
I think people in Israel feel, like, isolated. They feel like...
Ethan Klein is clearly a junkie. Watches the video at fucking 2x speed.
I mean, the sentiment in Israel is basically that the world wants, the country to disappear, and obviously, like, that's a much more nuanced conversation. But the feeling there has definitely radicalized a lot since the war started. It's gotten a lot worse.
So yeah, I find that personally, I find the hypocrisy argument frustrating. I love that quote. I think the hypocrisy is the worst part. Well, I think the anti-Semitism is.
When everybody's like trying to defend her so much, it's like she's the ultimate victim of online harassment.
She is. She is an infinitely. She has been victimized in infinitely worse ways than Ethan could ever imagine. Ethan is so not victimized that he has to fucking...
It's like, no, she's not. She's getting harassed. Like, by the way, you have to use the harassment their way. I don't view criticism as harassment. Yeah, she's getting some harassment. Probably actually a lot of harassment from people on social media, but it's not coming out of nowhere. It's not like, oh, there's this hijabi streamer that I really hate. It's always because she says something completely abhorrent.
Invent ways of being victimized to create drama surrounding it.
Yeah, and again, Buckley's in chat. She gets called fat. They're sending people to Ethan's house, but people being CPS or whatever. Yeah, the ultimate victim, Frogan.
And the reality is, when Ethan creates drama around his own personal victimization, people actually tune in. That actually works for him. Frogan, on the other hand, is constantly...
Like, they're going to send CPS to, like, my house and Frogan's house to see if we're pregnant. That's what's going to happen. Then I guess it'll be even.
Consistently fucking smeared by the most bad faith, most rabid, sociopathic figures online. Okay? God, it is so funny. It is so funny how, like, Israel coded this is,
What?
Constantly on...
Wait, what does that mean? What is that? Wait, dude, is this like the new Zionist? Dude, guys, you're not a Jew, okay? You're Israel coded. I didn't even rewatch this clip. That's so... Wait, hold on. That's insane.
God, it is so funny.
God, it's so funny. You're so Israel coded. That sounds like some shit Flamenco would say 5 years ago.
It is so...
Wow, Nick, you're being Israel coded with these donation goals. That sounds like some shit Flamenco would say.
Funny how, like, Israel coded this is, Constantly on the defense, constantly self-victimizing, constantly...
Oh, do you think those Israel types are constantly self-victimizing, Hassan? Really? Wow.
Escalating.
Self-escalating. You think they caused this themselves? What's next? I gotta be honest with you. If Ethan Klein viewers are kicked out of 800 stream chats over the course of the last 100 years, do you blame the Ethan Klein viewer, or do you blame...
And being an infinitely more powerful figure in the conflict? Like, obviously there is a very different... There's obviously no moral...
Is Nick Jewish? We've gone over this. This is the thing, right? You don't have... I'm Italian, okay? As Family Guy says, Italians cannot be Jews, okay? It doesn't matter if you're even Jewish at this point, because they treat you the same. Again, this is the clip from the other day. I don't have the raw on hand, so unfortunately I'm going to have to watch the intro to my own video. But this is the clip. They don't care.
If they've ever existed way as being a rabid neo-Nazi.
Whatever it might be, I'll talk about it.
no matter how ignorant of the facts I am. I don't research this shit.
I think like this will never happen, but in a totally just world, any kind of, regardless of your background, any kind of Zionist tendency should be treated in the same way as being a rabid neo-Nazi. And
any sort of Zionist tendencies, you should be treated like a rabid neo-Nazi.
you shouldn't even let someone be the local dog catcher as
they should be unemployable, okay, if they have any Zionist tendencies. What would those Zionist tendencies be, Hassan?
Felix was posting, if they've ever exhibited any sort of positive feelings about the state of Israel.
Any sort of positive feelings about the state of Israel, you should not be able to get a job, okay? So when you're saying, like, I don't like team sports and stuff, but I think that this team would line me up against a wall and shoot me despite whether, if I support their team or not, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe that's ridiculous, but I think if this guy was in power and he got to run the world the way that he'd want to, I think he'd line me up against a wall. That's at least the way he's talking about it.
Or equivalence between what Israel's doing, which is fucking genocide, right? But like in terms of the propaganda aspect,
and they probably line him up against a wall next because he's a rabid capitalist who's going to live in his socialist utopia.
Of it all, it just like it literally is.
And then Pokimane will run over. It's like, no, not him. We're talking about the ultra rich, and they'll say, okay, you two get up against the wall.
Same shit that Israel does. So frustrating.
Eat the rich, one tax bracket higher than I am. Oh, how'd that get in there? I'm sorry, this wasn't supposed to be on the docket tonight. This is so embarrassing. I didn't mean to tell my 4,600 closest friends and family that Bo Blacks was flexing that he pre-ordered his Switch pre-order, but if you check his Twitter, he actually only put a $300 deposit on it in Canadian. I totally did not realize this would be here in like the middle of our main segment. I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. This shouldn't have been here. Moving right on to the next clip. My bad. Sorry. Thank you guys for hitting the goal, by the way. I appreciate it. All right, so this is the big topic for today, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you
All
for
right,
the $5.
Lena has dropped out of Creator Clash. We're going to take a look at the whole segment. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of teased that I'd known something about this because I knew about this when the Harley stuff was happening. I had spoken to Harley and I said that all the stuff we would talk about is off the record. But now, obviously, everything that I talked to, well, not everything. A lot of what was said in that conversation is public because Ethan kind of talked about it on the stream. I didn't want to like steal the reveal or anything. But yeah, I heard initially, this was the version of the events that I was told, is that they dropped her or whatever, or they urged her to drop or something, which apparently is not accurate, just to be clear, over promotion. The promotion is still a thing, which makes my head kind of boggled a little bit because nobody does anything for Creator Clash. Nobody promotes this event at all. Ask Buckley. I think he's in chat right now. He was pointing out how I think Tubbo and Sapnap made like a single tweet about this or mentioned it in like one video or something since the event was announced. Like for the most part last year, they barely promoted. I had Harley in a conversation with me. If you don't know about it, I actually created a playlist. If you guys don't know, we actually talked to Harley and he did a pro Creator Clash interview earlier this year. He came on the stream and he chatted with me and told me about how great Creator Clash 3 was going to be. I obviously think he's kind of walked that one back. Thank you for the shekels, OB24. Appreciate it. Now I've been paid off. I'm going to get in trouble for that one, but thank you. I actually did 3 VODs earlier in the year talking about this that weren't entirely as relevant, but Harley came on and talked about how it doesn't matter. They don't have to make people promote these events or whatever, or they shouldn't have to or something. And the stipends are like we disagreed on how this event was running. And obviously when things went bad, he came back on and we talked about it again. And it was really cool kind of seeing, it was cool in regards to the fact that Harley was willing to admit things were a bit worse off than he'd initially thought. And it was sad that he had to get burned by this when he is like somebody who went on and argued with me for fucking an hour. This guy called in to fight with me and then talked to Buckley here in the chat, who's made videos about this. He defended them for like a fucking hour. Only to be unceremoniously dropped from the card. And look at this, dude. Look how sad. You're never going to see this again.
So bad.
Dude, you're never going to see that again because they chased him off his card. It's so, yeah. So this is my tweet. This is what I said about it. Lena Ayad is the second fighter to drop off of Creator Clash 3's roster. I heard rumors that she was being dropped over not promoting, but AB clarified that it was her decision to leave. Promoting the event was still a factor. I honestly thought this had to be a miscommunication, which I think that we all kind of agree with here. I imagine that we all kind of share this out of, like, how the fuck could iDubbbz or Anisa or the promotion company get mad at Lena for not promoting? In fact, does this kind of change any context for you? I was looking at this, and this made no sense. You can go back and watch the clip when we covered it around the 23rd when this was first posted. I'm going to win. You can count on that. This is right after the content cop. They put up a promotional tweet and ran Lena's fight first. And everyone was like, oh, it must have been a scheduled post. It feels like to me, knowing the context that's been provided for us since, maybe they were trying to stoke the flames a little bit. I don't have any evidence to say that for certain or whatever, but I feel like the context clues are there, and I think it's a reasonable assessment to come to, because we find out that there's an issue with promotion, right? There's an issue with promotion, and before that, they went to try to promote her bottom of the card, like I think she was one of the bottom 2 card fights before the main event, at a time when she was getting harassed. I don't buy that this was an accident. I don't buy that they wanted to kick her out, or they urged her to promote more and there was a miscommunication about it. I don't buy that either, that was like a thing that they actually wanted her to do. I think they wanted her off the card because they were afraid of any conflict that would be associated with Ethan's audience. I think that's my assessment based off of what I'm seeing here. I think they wanted her out. Other people have different positions on this. Apparently, guys, I have to give him a voice because otherwise nobody knows who he is. Sean DeBlack actually weighed in on this one. I had to go all the way to Snark to find this guy's clip because that's the only people who watch him.
I wonder why. Because, again, the same day. Is this the same day? I'm pretty sure this is it. No, this is a different day. This was more recent.
Different day, guys. Different day.
Right? But AB, multiple times, felt the need to go on the podcast and keep reinforcing to the audience, hey, if y'all see stuff from Creator Clash coming out that was shot months ago, like Lena is not like a double agent working for Ian, right? Why did AB feel the need to do that? Why was he required to do that? Maybe it's because Ethan and Ethan's audience and Hila are insane.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, maybe. I can't imagine. Guys, there's no reason why Lena would want to realistically drop from a fight where she's going to get booed in a fucking stadium of people who aren't her fan. Like, they are literally trying to find ways, like the Ethan audience is trying to find ways to get refunds from this event so they don't have to go. There's no possible reason, a security reason even, why she'd be worried to attend this event. Right? Okay, nice. Thank you, Sean, for the... Yeah, it's clearly Ethan who demanded this privately. 100%. Great take, Sean. Really appreciate it. I don't buy it. I don't buy that they accidentally dropped the content nuke while Lena and Ethan were live. And then they were like frantically texting, oh, it was a mistake. Oh, it was a mistake. I don't buy that they had promotion issues with them. I don't buy it at all. I think that they viewed this as like a Froggy Fresh type thing, and they knew it would look bad if they dropped her from the event. So they reached some sort of mutual parting. That's what I think happened. But again, I think that like if I'm Anisa and Ian, my idea is go the other way. Mine is give Lena whatever she wants, make her feel as safe as possible, grant her additional security, push like to say positive stuff about her before the event, right? Because I don't want Ethan scrutinizing the rest of my event. Like, the only thing keeping Ethan from talking more about Creator Clash is that his employee was fighting on it. Now, I mean, the junkyard dog has been unchained, and he can investigate the entire thing. But at this point, I don't know how big of a deal that is anymore, because they've lost 2 fighters. I think one of them is kind of... the dad one could go either way. I haven't spoken to dad, but, like, he's kind of expressed the same stuff. If they wanted them off the card for the comments that they've made, they'd probably go for dad, too. I imagine dad will see this thing through and fight, but that's probably the only other fight that's in jeopardy right now by my personal opinion. You have to wonder about the longitude. Like, do you think this event is actually going to happen? They announced that they were going to have another conversation or whatever. They're going to put another statement out to talk about the event after these two fighters have dropped. And that was supposedly coming last night. It's not out yet. We have no new information about it. I think Ethan's community looked up and I think they sold like 62 tickets in 2 weeks or something. That was a post that went up there. I got friends who are texting me that they bought seats in the upper bowl and they're contacting Creator Clash's Instagram account and they're not responding as to what's going to happen to their seats. Because obviously the upper bowl was shut down. This is like pandemonium right now. I've never seen, like, it was bad last year. It is so much worse right now than anything I've seen before. Like, I don't know. Like, if you're somebody who bought upper bowl seats and you haven't gotten a refund and your tickets are yours, like, are you a bit nervous as to, oh, are they going to move me down? Am I going to be just sitting up here alone? Like, what's going to happen to me? They're not even accommodating the upper bowl. No, I have people who have upper bowl seats and they have reached out to Creator Clash via Instagram and they haven't responded as to what's going on. And that's not surprising because they've made no public statement. They haven't discussed anything about shutting the upper bowl down. So they'd have to A, acknowledge they're not doing that anymore and tell everybody that that's true, right? And then B, now they have to acknowledge they've lost their headline fighter and another one of their fighters who brings in a shitload of money through the H3 podcast. You have to wonder that maybe they're just thinking of shutting it down. If they even can shut it down. I don't know what legal requirements they have right now or what bills have to be paid or what charities are owed money at this point, the way they've structured it. But you have to wonder if they're just thinking like, fuck this. Let's get out. Again, they're running against Jake Paul now. That wasn't something they were prepared for. Every time they've made an announcement about this fucking event, somebody has made an announcement about a bigger event, right? When they made their initial announcement, go back and watch the original VOD. It was the same day KSI came out and announced his fight. So everyone was talking, like everyone on YouTube boxing Twitter, KSI. This thing got drowned out. Then, okay, they go and their event's actually happening. Now Jake Paul has taken over the event. Like, Jake Paul has taken over all the discussion because he's fighting an actual fighter on the same night. And supposedly the guy who owns his production owns Creator Clash. It's like, it's set up to fail. This is just, it's complete pandemonium. So I wrote, it's almost too laughable to be true. Hardly any fighters across all three events promoted this thing. The promotional aspect for Lena would be most notably through her appearance on the H3 podcast, a bridge that Ian and Anisa chose to torch. That's 2 out of 3 of the at-risk fights collapsing in 48 hours. Creator Clash 3 is a month and a half away. Their ticket sales seem to be a disaster. Apparently a new official statement is coming soon, but I'm live. And this was the 30th, so now it is a day later, and there's no statement. Nothing to go off of. We're getting, like, deep silence. Now, people are just taking shots everywhere they can. Minx wants to fight Frogan, which I think would be actually insane. I think that could, like, turn the trajectory of the event. If Minx comes in and fights Frogan on the Creator Clash card, because it's not a meme suggestion, like bring in Tectone. But I would say this is probably unfair to Frogan because Minx has fought before and is obviously trained. Now that might have been, maybe the training stuff is out the window because she's like Irish drunk right now, being like, yeah, I'll fucking fight you, mate. I'll fucking fight you. I fell down. I bashed my skull into my fucking my beanbag while I was punching it and shit. But do you ever see that clip where she got into like a boxing thing and she showed up the next day on stream just like completely destroyed? Where is this? That actually, why was that more Australian than the actual Australian accent that I do? But yeah, supposedly she was sparring, got a black eye or whatever, and then showed up on stream. So, Justin Minx wants to come in, fight. And this is one of many people who are talking about fighting. Supposedly Ice Poseidon, and we're going to see a clip of this later, claims that he was requested by Ian to fight him. So like iDubbbz is thinking about jumping back on the card, post like concussion discussion, like post-concussion syndrome memes, right? Apparently Ian was looking for a fighter. I don't know how well I should take that or how much I should put into that because I don't really necessarily trust Ice Poseidon. I don't really know how much I trust Tectone either, but Tectone was saying that there were feelers put out to get him on the card to fight Ian, which would be a complete disaster because Tectone, like, isn't he way bigger than Ian? That would be a fucking disaster. And then Mudahar had tweeted out, our friend of the show, Mudahar, tweeted out, man, Creator Clash 3 might end up being the most poorly handled YouTuber event, and that is saying something. And I'm just in my head screaming at the top of my lungs. It's like, hey, imagine if these guys knew there was like a creator clash too that like lost a shitload of money and like sent nothing to charity last time. But again, I think Mutahar even covered this, so it might be unfair to push him on this talking point. But there are so many people right now acting like this creator clash 3 thing is out of nowhere, dude. Randy Orton just slithering in, RKO out of nowhere. But I think most people who saw the way they handled creator clash 2 and then found out we're gonna run it back, it's still pay-per-view, even though they said they were gonna do it for free viewing or whatever, or allow people to stream it, or what. Was it allow people they said they were going to probably do it as a non-pay-per-view event, right? And they also said they were going to they were going to go for a smaller stadium. As soon as it launched back up, and it was exactly the same as Creator Clash 2, which wasn't successful, at a time where people want to watch boxing less and less, like way less than then, and then it was already kind of low, right? I think the writing was on the wall that this was going to be a disaster. It just was going to be a disaster that gave money to charity. Now they can't even get the fighter relations thing working. There's Linux drama happening from PewDiePie right now. Oh god, Mutahar is not going to be covering this. Dude, big Linux drama. So I showed this earlier. I mean, like, this is crazy. At the time, I was kind of shocked that they chose to put Lena in front of the fire right after Creator Clash, because they've got like, what is it, 8 other fights that they could have promoted right after the content cop, rather. And they chose to go and lead with Lena, and then yeah, obviously it leads to her dropping. Big shocker there. Now, Anisa Jomha is letting you guys know that next week is the ideal time to demand refunds. Okay. This is like remember the Slazo stuff during like VidCon week or whatever, when people started dropping video after video after video? This is kind of the same concept. I don't deem this to be harassment because I think that you should actively be seeking out refunds for this event. I'm telling my audience not to send these people money and to donate directly to charity, right? But like, I think next week is probably a great week to start demanding refunds from Anisa. I guess she's well, I mean, she's going to be in Austin on vacation, but I imagine she'll be happy to get your request and properly file that. I don't view this as harassment personally. I think next week is a good week to start asking for refunds. Ethan Klein did chime in on this, and I thought his response was very funny. Creator Clash, 2 highly anticipated fighters drop out. Ticket sales are non-existent. Jake Paul is set to fight on the same day. No promotion for the event. No public statement. And then Anisa Jomha, hey guys, I baked some really ugly cookies. They came out terrible. I tried to make them gluten-free. Oh god, I was fucking weak when I read this, dude. It's crazy. Wow, guys, I'm gonna be in Austin. Check this out. I'm going on vacation next week. Woo! Is this like a Rosanna Pansino type behavior? Yeah, I think it is. How long until Ian snaps and hard regresses? That's a crazy concept. I wasn't even going to read. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. Could you imagine he just starts twitching and just starts violently saying the N-word? It's just like the fucking Joker theme starts playing and he's just like, and he just starts screaming N-word F-slur at the top of his lungs. All right, I'm thinking he just like flings his arms out like an alien is going to fire out of his chest, and he just starts screaming racial slurs. That's a crazy concept. I have a feeling it's not going to happen, though. He's going to say it like 1,000 times. Yeah, dude, it just can't stop. Like, they bring him into a fucking mental asylum, or where they sit him down. They're like, dude, he keeps calling you the N-word. He's like, no, he's not calling me the N-word, okay? He's just saying it, you know? He just can't stop saying it. And they, like, sedate him. Yeah. That's an interesting fan theory. I appreciate you. I appreciate you throwing that one out there. Oh, here it is. Thank you, Sergeant Smaggle Daggle, all right, for pulling up the Minx thing. One day I just opened Minx stream, and one day I just pulled up Minx's stream. No diss to Minx. I just clicked on a Just a Minx stream, and she has 200 viewers. She's on the phone calling her dad fat. Her house is a mess, and she has 2 black eyes. What the fuck happened? Because she was boxing, right? Like, there's shit on the floor, okay? People were like, Nicholas, this is not a messy house. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Asmongold has, like, ruined an entire generation of you fucking people. I don't have that one on hand, do I? Maybe I do. Let me check my profile. It might be under highlights. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, they fucking deleted their tweet, or they deleted their whole account. They're like, this is not a messy house, Nick. I'm like, Asmongold has shattered the internet's perception of what a messy house looks like. You can't even have a fucking messy house anymore because the expectation is it looks like this. You have to look like a fucking hoarder, all right? And smear blood all over the walls for your house to be deemed messy by the appropriate groups. But yeah. All right, so this is the intro. I was waiting for this. I was waiting to see what would happen here, and this is, I guess, the full explanation from AB and from Ethan. I don't know if Lena's on this one. I didn't see.
Okay. So there's another announcement that I want to make that's actually pretty big. You guys may have heard, I think a lot happened yesterday. I don't know if we've talked about that Harley dropped out officially. So Harley dropped out of Creator Clash officially. And again, Hassan, I know you're watching. And take that title card, baby.
This is not what podcasts are.
Oh, shut up. I'm trying to help you.
It's horrible.
That's such a good clip, dude. Dude, I'm never going to get over the guy who has a fucking podcast that gets like 300 views on YouTube. Be like, dude, this is how you're supposed to run the show. It feels like a chatter arguing with me, being like, Nick, your intro is too long, okay? You've got, your thumbnails could be way better, all right? You need to shorten your videos. It's like, dude, you don't have access to the information you would require to tell me these things aren't working.
This guy doesn't know when to shut up.
Horrible.
I was just saying, I proved that Ian chose the right friend. But it gets even worse for Creator Clash, I'm afraid, because today, do you want me to say it?
You could say it.
This was a tough situation for everybody. And it wasn't
Not for me! Not for me, bro! I'm on the edge of my fucking seat right now!
something that any of us took lightly, least of all, AB and Lena specifically. It is with great regret that we announced that Lena will not be participating in Creator Clash either.
Boom. Another, dude, a second fighter has left the event. This is so unbelievable. I didn't think they'd really start dropping like flies. I was fucking shocked when this started. When Harley messaged me saying, like, I think it's done. I think I'm done. I was like, yo, there's no way right now. He's got to be trolling. And he's not. He's not trolling. This really just happened. And by the way, I can't stress this enough. Dude, I feel so bad for Lena. Imagine spending all the time to like do this whole fight thing, to go to the gym, right? To learn boxing. Because again, she didn't have the luxury of AB to fight twice for Creator Clash before their relationship blew up. This was going to be her debut, right? She spent all that money and now she's off the card. She's quit the card. They're not required to reimburse her for the time she spent training. So obviously Ethan is actually picking up the bill for that. What an evil, manipulative, abusive boss he is, right, guys? Yeah, they don't have to pay her now. They've totally fucked her off the whole card, basically, with the way they handled the content cop. So for Lena's hard work, what does she get out of this? Well, she finds out that her boss and her fight promoter guy are feuding live on stream in front of like 60,000 people. So that's number one. Then, okay, to rub salt water in the wound on that, then they use her as promotion in the following days, okay? And now there's apparently a backdoor argument or something here that goes on, and now she's just off the card completely. For all her hard work, she's been treated horribly by these people who feign care and support for the people who work for Ethan. Remember, during this content cop segment, he sits there talking about how poorly they treat their employees and how horrible the conditions are, while they've absolutely mauled Lena and AB in like a worse way than you could ever say they were treated by Ethan. It's just so wildly hypocritical that they didn't realize. Well, maybe they did realize. Maybe they thought she was a casualty because Ethan's been saying too many mean things to Frogan. But that's just, it's insane to me. I feel so bad for her. I hope she's able to do something else. I hope she doesn't get like a shitty Happy Punch 2-week fight and they actually like offer her some decent contracts here. Maybe a percentage goes to charity. Maybe fighting against an interesting opponent. Again, like if she wants to fight, I hope she gets a chance to do so because it's extremely shitty what happened.
Yes. First off, I apologize to any of the fans who were going to see Lena. It's been a lot, and Lena's just sort of been thrown in the middle. She was kind of put in a really shitty situation and
no, she was put in an impossible situation. Okay, the biggest feud in the last 10 years of YouTube. This is bigger than like, oi mate, they've been saying some mean things about me. Keemstar has been talking to like 6 other YouTubers or whatever. Go back to like the 2016 feuds between Keem, Grade, and Leafy. This eclipses it by a wide margin with many other mutual casualties. This is like the biggest YouTube drama ever.
is a very serious thing, and you need your full concentration.
Yeah, I would say that it's massive.
And you know what else is massive?
And it was getting to a point that she was just caught in the middle of stuff. And
Buckley, wherever she's training, if it's a real boxing club, they can register her as an amateur and let her fight in a real amateur bout if she really wants to. Yeah, absolutely. And they could probably stream it and make it a whole thing. And not give any money to any of these weird promotions that, because AB talks about it here. I heard a little bit of it saying they always ask him to come like 2 weeks before to get beaten by some guy who's been training for 6 months. And then fuck that too, then, dude. Fuck that too. Maybe do something else. Maybe set up a fight between, maybe even contact Funky Frogbait if she's not fighting or whatever, and see if you want to do it somewhere else.
I was afraid, and
Nicholas, the goat. I appreciate that.
She was distracted.
Maybe you could fight Tonka Saw, all right? Tonka's been... Andy Warski hasn't been able to have his fight for the last 5 years, dude. Maybe Andy Warski wants to fight.
Did at practice, and there's a lot to it. And, yeah. She wasn't dropped. It was sort of... it wasn't fair to her opponent, Froggy, as well, because if Lena was to post and promote, she would get shit. And if she didn't post, she's still getting shit. And it's not fair to Froggy and her experience. So
I'm sorry, I need to hear that one more time. I banned a chatter who made like a weird Frogan abortion joke. Hold on, wait, one more time.
It wasn't fair to her opponent, Froggy, as well, because if Lena was to post and promote, she would get shit. And if she didn't post, she's still getting shit. And it's not fair to Froggy and her experience. So
it's just like, where is this promotion thing coming from? I have never seen someone promote for Creator Clash. I'm not saying it's never happened. I'm saying I've never seen it, okay? The majority of times people have found out about this event are like 2 days before. I find out in some cases Jake Paul is fighting the night of, but Creator Clash is a unique level of zero promotion, okay? Nobody knows this event is happening unless it's in controversy. I have done more to sell tickets for this event than they have. I have talked about it more than the fighters, okay? Now, I'm trying to beg you guys not to buy tickets to counteract it, but I probably have sold more tickets than half of their fighters. 6 fighters, top 3 fights. Yeah.
Yeah, after talking out
with you do like a mini event.
Everyone, we figured it was best if she drops.
Now, I want to make it clear. I personally think the way it played out is that she got booted. That's just my opinion, because basically when they dropped this content cop, they're like, oh my God, this affects Lena? How is that possible? What? They're like, what? You don't want to...
What? No way. Oh, no. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, Lena, no. AB. Oh, God, guys. Oh, it's by accident. No, dude, no. Oh, God, I hope you're okay. Oh, this is terrible. This is awful. Anyways, I'm going to post the promotion tweet.
Post and promote the fight now that we've
No, I don't think Ethan's being unhinged here at all. I think this is exactly how it went down.
Declared like a holy war on your whole... and your boss's entire...
Oh, no, dude, you're being ignorant. You're being ignorant. No.
Your fucking, like, community.
How could this have happened? No, you're being ignorant.
It's not just me. I mean, the community members were not fans of that video. Nor was I, by the way. And once again, to address the Hassan fans, don't do that Fortnite dance. Just take the lesson. Don't do that on camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like way too late for that.
Hold on, dude. Can we play the fucking...
Is Dark EU a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
Don't do that on camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like way too late for that. Hassan, you should never... You should have
Wait, did they do it?
Told them.
Oh my God, bro. I literally just went out of my way to go find this fucking song, and then the fucking H3 podcast started playing it over me. That's insane.
He knew better.
Well, that's why he wasn't in the rest of the shots. He did one shot and he's like, "This is fucking cringe."
I'm
dude.
locked
You knew
in,
that video
boys.
sucked, Hassan. Just admit
There's
it.
no way. That's crazy.
He did one shot and he's like, "This is fucking cringe, dude." You knew that video sucked, Hassan. Just admit it. All you guys know it sucked. Just admit it. Stop obfuscating.
Because the revolution will not be televised. Revolution will not be televised.
All right.
Yeah.
It will be live streamed. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
War.
After speaking like with the,
I'll tell you right now, if there is a revolution, all right, no matter if it's televised or live streamed, I guarantee you right now that Twitch will not lock off the entire location from creating new accounts, okay? Unless the revolution is in Israel.
Creator Clash team and with
If a revolution happens and they start eating the rich in fucking in the United States or whatever, I guarantee Twitch is not locking down the accounts like they did to the fucking people in Israel.
Lena's opponent and everything, it was sort of like a situation where she could be in it and not promote, or Ethan offered to reimburse her.
So yes, I'll be making sure that Lena's not out of pocket at all for this event. It's my I'm taking care of my people. I don't want you guys to have to fucking take a loss because of their incompetently.
So Ethan's covering the bill that they don't have to pay. Again, if I'm pretty sure if Lena gets fired, they had to pay, right? I don't know how the contract works. Someone leaked it the first time though. I think Froggy Fresh leaked the contract last time. If the 12K is the number, that means they've raised the stipend, right?
On stupid ass event.
Which would be hilarious. The stipend has, is it 15? Someone wrote 15. Maybe, are they making more money this time? That would be, Lena, listen, all right, if you're not under NDA, can you give us all give me the details, all right? Give me all the details. I need to know how much these people are making this time before this event bombs, okay? This is info that we need now, so we're prepared for later.
Which is very kind of you, and also is shitty. We don't...
Every time I hear how much these fighters are making, it's more. It's just so crazy to me.
We're not
Like, I always undershoot how much I think they're gonna get.
happy about taking money from you either.
I guess maybe it's okay now because it's not. It's for charity. It's for charity. It's for charity anymore. They don't have that excuse.
On Nicholas DeOrio.
Surely Harley has it. I feel awkward asking for Harley to sell out his friends, so I usually kind of just let him do his thing. And then if he comes to me and asks for a conversation, I'll happily bring him on with the stipulation that I can't push him too hard. Because as much as I'm a YouTuber who likes making money and talking about drama, I don't want to blow up people's friendships for content.
But yeah.
Don't worry about it. So first of all, here's what happened.
Nick, hold on. The tweet was a parody of Hassan saying he's not going to Gaza. Which tweet?
They kind of thrust Lena into this horrible position.
Oh, so is he going to? Okay, so all right. I got owned. Apparently, Hassan might still go to Creator Clash. I don't know.
And they go,
I didn't have it on me, so Smaggle's done the research. It's been fact checked by Smaggle. I'll put like a little fact check Smaggle like Snopes thing on the screen right now. It's been fucking proven false, dude.
oh my God, what?
Thank you for the update.
What do you mean you're in a weird position? And Lena reasonably is like, I'm going to do the event, which I think was very brave of her to still continue through and say she's going to do it.
This was fact-checked by a real American patriot, and it's like a picture of Squidward.
And by the way, huge for them. They should be kissing her feet. Because even though we're like at odds with Ian and the event, even to an extent, like we're probably still the only people on the internet talking about it.
Yup. Literally.
What's the name of the
Literally.
guy, Keemstar Orbiter? Nick DeOrio.
Guys, I don't
Oreo.
think Sapnap's audience knows who else is fighting. I'm being honest with you. I don't think Tubbo's audience, they probably wouldn't know if they even read the names, but like, let's pretend they do. I don't think they've even like figured it out yet.
I still think I'm probably your biggest promoter.
It's a dose of Buckley. I don't think Sapnap's audience knows that Sapnap is fighting. Jake Hudson, thank you for the raid.
So
I don't think I've ever been raided by somebody I don't know before.
So the whole premise of like, oh, Lena needs to post to her social account, you know, or otherwise this fight doesn't work is stupid as fuck, because we talk about it on the show all the time. Like they could have reasonably, and by the way, they're the ones that put her in that position, so they should have reasonably been like, that's fair. You know, we apologize for the situation we put you in. That's fair. We understand.
It's horrible.
Maybe just mention it on the show a few times if you can, which, by the way, we're doing. And I think we would have.
Tickets available now.
Yeah, tickets available now, guys. By the way, Harley and Lena are out. But tickets are available now.
Yeah, guys, by the way, tickets are available, and I'm advising that you do not purchase them for any reason at all whatsoever, even satirically.
Such a bum.
Even if you think it's the funniest joke on the planet, I actually advise that you do not do that and send your money directly to charity if you have like a green thumb or something. Is a green thumb? No, green thumb is to make money. What is the one for like being altruistic? Is there like a term for that?
Lena literally works so hard. She's so
seriously. Tubbo and Sapnap tweeted once, no YouTube video. Green thumb is plants. Oh, okay, I'm completely off.
strong. We have to.
Dude, if you got a green thumb for charity, okay, you just want to see it grow, dude. You gotta throw your money in there.
Get her
bro.
in a fight somehow on this show.
I say we let her beat Ethan.
Dude, why are you guys roasting me? I'm on a 3-second delay. There's a fucking 3-second delay, and you guys are mauling me in my chat right now.
Love that.
What the fuck did I do?
We're on slow mode. How is it moving that fast?
Yeah, that we were throwing some ideas around because we want
Dude, stop writing corn rolls, bro. Fuck you guys.
Lena to be able to exhibit her maximum strength. My hairline looks crazy today, doesn't it? I came extra crispy. Sorry, I'm doing it crazy and stupid. It's not about me. All right.
I've never made fun of Ethan.
I saw a picture of.
All right, guys.
Nicholas
So you guys
DeOrio.
stop bothering Ethan about his fucking ticks. All right, I'm gonna put him at 0.25 speed. Okay. Okay, no, it's, that joke is that. No, never mind. Okay? We're gonna do the opposite of what the guy on Twitter did.
18 and I have the same hairline.
Appreciated the shout out.
They put them together side by side, same hairline. Hassan, if
Ethan ever has to get like a hair transplant, he should put up a tweet of like him in the plane saying, "I'm on my way to like Hassan's childhood house" or something. Because they do all those surgeries in Turkey, right? Actually, wasn't I keep forgetting Hassan's like from fucking New Jersey. Did he ever even live in Turkey?
Nicholas, the goat. I appreciate that.
Dude, like, imagine Ethan just grabs the camera. He's like holding a GoPro. He's like, Hassan Piker, I am coming to your family house.
watching, I'm sorry, buddy. You only have so much time left.
I wouldn't be
For
able
hair plugs!
to do what I'm doing, which is covering the fucking
Do we
news.
know who Harley and Lena's charities are? Can we find out?
I don't know
legit
who
would like to donate.
I do not know Lena's charities. I can get Harley's because I donated them to person. I don't know. I always love telling this story because it's one of the most insane things possible. But me and Harley were fighting last time for Creator Clash, and I told him I wasn't going to buy a ticket to the event, and I was going to go surf the arg, matey. I am surfing the 7 seas to go watch the event, but I was going to donate a ticket's worth of price to like both of his charities, so I paid for like 2 tickets, I guess. Nothing crazy, not a high amount. It's not like I went out here balling big and donated like 10 grand to charity, but I'll tell you what I did do. I'll tell you what I did do.
Nicholas DeOrio.
I donated more than Creator Clash 2 did. Those 2 tickets were a bigger footprint than the others, the actual event. I don't know. I thought it was here. I didn't say which one it was. I wrote, "Good job getting up there. You're crazy for that. Also, I pirated your fight and I sent the money directly to your charity instead." I don't know. I guess I'd have to check the emails. I forgot. They're back in the original VODs. But
appreciated the shout out.
Hold on. Let me see. Harley Morenstein. Let me click his account. Let me see. It's the MS Society. It's for multiple sclerosis. Creator Clash 1 and 2 raised money for charity, just the facts of the matter. I love when he's like, Creator Clash 1 and 2 raised $1 million for charity. I'm like, yeah, Harley, let's see the breakdown. He's like, Creator Clash 1 raised $1 million for charity.
Here's the thing, Hassan's audience. You guys know that I'm funnier and more entertaining. You don't have to torture yourself and watch this fucking guy scream and whine and cry and like yell at his chat.
Whoa.
He yells at his chat. He eats chicken. And like he talks about the same shit every fucking day. Like, we don't do any of that. We don't eat on the air. We don't talk about the same things every day.
We don't eat on air?
Girl.
And we are purely dedicated to the laughs and the entertainment every episode. So you don't have to suffer, okay?
We would never, ever eat while doing this show.
I wouldn't. And no one on the crew. I prohibit food from the set.
Yeah.
Bro, why is he going to town on this water right now, dude? Holy shit, they just give this guy sustenance? They cut to Ethan. He's just like, bro. Dude, he's going crazy right now.
I always thought Ethan
Bro's thirsty.
was tweaking. I didn't know he had that shit.
I guess Asmongold.
Dude, it must be from all the drugs. I can't get over the fact. He's like, guys, I have Tourette's. Asmongold's like, stop having Tourette's. That's bad for you. And then Twitter's just like, I think this guy does coke and meth. I'm not really sure.
It's a pass
It's just crazy ableism.
because he doesn't understand what it's like to have a tick.
I tried saying it in the polite way.
Oh wait, he
People
does
try
have a
to take
tick.
it in
He does have a
ironically,
does have a brow tick. Okay, well that's.
I've never made fun of Ethan for that.
I appreciate that.
That's great for you.
So anyway, about
yeah, I just want to go ahead. I just wanted to end by saying I'm very proud of my wife for everything she's put into this. It's very scary. It was not easy seeing her be punched in the face.
Bro, I was here from the start.
I literally would be
and
Dude,
I
I want
to the
thank you.
content. There's no way you made the rest of chatters sit through intro music when you late and gay AF.
Oh no, I absolutely did do
Massive
that.
L, Mr. Oreo.
Thank you. Dude, that's weird. I never thought about that. Imagine, like, you have to watch somebody punch your significant other in the face every day until they're good at getting punched in the face. That is probably tough. Yeah.
Anyone who's still going to try to use us and try to use her to make it seem like whatever the fuck they cook up, blame me. I'm the one that heavily pushed for her, I guess.
And then Sean DeBlack is like, AB is saying this right now, but Ethan called me the N-word in my dream last night, so it's gotta be that one, dude. Dude, he's literally the meme. It's like, why are you mad at me, honey? Well, you cheated on me in my dream last night. Or, why are you mad at Ethan? He called me the N-word while I was sleeping.
Blame AB.
You called me a slur in a dream. You'll never live this one down.
That's I agree. Blame him for whatever complaints
blame
you've
me
got.
for everything. Just fucking blame me for everything.
We like to just blame AB here.
Yeah.
So what happened was they put Lena in this horrible position, and they're like, "No, you have to promote." And you guys made like
So that's the allegation that I'd heard. I've heard this too from not Ethan or anyone associated with Ethan. I heard that they're like, you have to promote the event.
What's the name?
And
of
she's
the
like,
guy, the Keemstar orbiter?
I can't promote the event. They're
Mr.
sending me like
Oreo.
crazy death threats and harassment and shit because I'm associated with somebody. Like, what criticism could you even levy at Lena? What could you possibly say? Quit your job? Is that criticism? Right? Like, she's literally just getting harassed through association.
You know, a very reasonable.
She's not outspoken. She's done nothing wrong, okay? But she's getting treated like she's like fucking mega Hitler because she's associated with Ethan.
Request being like, I don't want to promote because if we do,
was she getting death threats? I don't know for certain, but I'm getting death threats. So, listen, if these weren't communist revolutionaries living out of their basement right now, I might be a little bit worried about it, but it's just funny, you know?
our fans are going to be like, why are you doing this after what happened, right? So why should you have to piss off our fan base because of something they did? Obviously, a lot of people are understanding, but again, it's just
I'm
weird.
getting death threats. Dude, I'm a YouTuber. We get death threats all the time, bro. That's part of the job. Yeah. Somebody says once a day that they're going to come probably not even once a day. But yeah, it's never like, I'm not talking about somebody sending like pictures of my house to me or anything, but like, yeah, everyone gets fucking death threats.
It's just a weird, awkward thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was the Creator Clash team I was talking to. Basically, they were saying about her promoting, and I followed up with Ian, and he was not saying that to me. He was saying it was more about Froggy.
Yeah, he's a liar. He's a liar. You think that he's like Mr. Creator Clash and he doesn't know exactly.
$5, my man.
Dude. Someone sent me the craziest death threat. They said they'd withhold food from me for 24 hours. That was the worst one.
Exactly what they're telling you on the phone and exactly what they're saying to Lena's opponent. It's him. And it's Anisa. He's lying. But even worse, he does a Fortnite L dance to fucking own his...
That's way worse.
Dude, while you're watching the Fortnite L, you just imagine that Lena's just like fucking panicking and then boop, bleep, bloop, like a text pops up on her phone. Hey, listen, I know this is a bad time. Dude, I wish we could read what was actually on. I mean, I guess he kind of read it to us. AV wrote it.
Enemies. in 2025.
Yeah,
I
Lena
know.
isn't used to this. Oh no, don't worry. I'm not saying like, oh, you should toughen up and take it, because I've explained this argument multiple times on stream, where there are certain people who are like, you got hired by a big podcast. You didn't have to go through an additional
Nicholas,
4 years
goat.
of
Thank
learning
you
this
for the
fucking
$5,
community
my
and
man.
learning about what kind of comes with being a content creator. So these guys are thrown into, this is the same reason why Destiny's audience is so fucking toxic, because you'll have somebody who's a new streamer who'd realistically
Is Darkfab EU a virgin? No, I am not.
Thank you, thank you. You'd have somebody who's realistically a small streamer in like a big streamer's body. You take a 30 viewer streamer, put them in front of 6,000 people, and they don't know what to do. Because why would they? They didn't learn like everybody else, right? So these guys who kind of didn't come up organically are crash tested in front of some of the most vitriolic hate received online that comes from a 10-year blood feud from when they didn't like how Ethan stopped making YouTube videos and made a podcast instead. Like, you're now signing up to be associated with Ethan and like attacked by unhinged haters who have hated him since like 2016. You're getting some shit because he apparently backstabbed Leafy, and you're wondering who the fuck is Leafy. You know, like you've been thrown into this, and I feel bad for these people because they don't know that. Like they don't understand. They haven't kind of built the thick skin. For me, it was great. I got doxxed within 3 months of being online. I had people send shit to my house. I had the pizza delivery place called up and said they'd never take orders from us again because somebody tried to put like a $10,000 pizza order in and send it to my house. They sent Qurans to my fucking house. It sucked. It was super scary, but it was scary for about a month, and then after that, I'd already kind of done it. Oh, wow, you've posted my other shit online. The next time it was bad was when they like leaked my phone number. That was like the only other one that was really shitty. But once you kind of have that ripped off, you're kind of golden. Once you have like some shitty behavior happen to you, what are you gonna get doxxed again? You're gonna post the address they already have? Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
Man, he did that. You guys saw that. Hassan's fans, I know you saw that. None of you laughed. Please tell me that.
That was back in 2018, though.
I know. Don't tempt me.
Don't do it. No, don't do it.
I'll dab on him.
Don't do it.
So they were like, okay, well, if you don't promote it, then we're gonna
pizza place ban you because I was under the weekly amount of what you usually ordered. Yeah, they were like, dude, you're not supporting us enough. We can't come back there anymore.
drop you.
Pretty much, they were mentioning that as part of the initial agreement
Wasn't good. Yeah, they're
fucked up.
They're evoking the contract. Like in the contract, it says you have to do this, and it's like, well, okay, well,
dude, that's crazy. Like, imagine, dude, if I was in the fucking room, my head would explode. Well, actually, if you look at section 6 of your contract, it's like, that's crazy. What have you told Tubbo? Huh? Wow. There's a contingency about that? I'm wondering, let me Google someone let me pull up Creator Clash. Let's look up, what did Creator Clash, who's on this fight? Who's somebody I don't know? What did fucking, Ginger Pale, how many tweets is Ginger Pale and Trevor Evarts made about the event? I don't even know who the fuck these people are, so I haven't seen them. Maybe these guys have been tweeting a shitload about it. My bad. What is Ali Spagnola done here? Will Neff. How many tweets has Odd Ones Out been making about this? Has he been doing like weekly promotion blurbs? How many YouTube videos has Sapnap made to really push this fight to the stratosphere? But we have to micromanage Lena the week that she's getting fucking harassed because of something the fight organizers did to her. That's so unreal to me. Hey, it's in the contract. It's like, what did they want her to do? Start tweeting out, hey guys, check out Creator Clash? How would that have helped their case?
In the contract, what does it say about you fucking, like, calling my boss Islamophobic and thrusting me into, like, a civil war?
That's a really hard question.
It's not. It's an easy one. It's really easy. It's really easy. So ultimately, I guess it seemed like the inevitability was that Lena was going to drop out. Now,
Hellbent told me when I said green thumb, I meant bleeding heart. That's probably more accurate than green thumb of charity. So
basically, what
Buckley says check DM. Let me see. What do we got here? This is how much promo. Oh, wow. Okay. Motherfucker is a statistician over here. Buckley, thank you. I completely missed this DM. I super apologize. Buckley just sent me this. He's gone through and reviewed the contributions of the fighters that matter on this card. Tubbo, 3 million subscribers on YouTube, 1.7 million followers on Instagram, 3.6 million followers on Twitter. He has posted once to Twitter a repost of the initial Creator Clash 3 announcement, quote tweeted with, "I am boxing sapnap lol," and has posted nothing on Instagram, nothing on YouTube. Sapnap, 4.5 million subs on YouTube, 1.6 million followers on Instagram, has posted once on Twitter replying to Tubbo. This is not even it's just a reply tweet. Okay, that's good. Again, I don't know. Are they going to be talked to about this? Can we wait? Hold on. What did Harley say about this? Harley was arguing as to like why they don't need to enforce this. I thought there was a literal clip of them saying they didn't want to promote they didn't want to force people to promote. I don't even know where I'd find that right now, but that seems like an important clip to have. I cannot believe I didn't think to grab it before the stream, if that even exists. Let me see. Promotion. Promote. Boom.
You need to advertise it. Maybe that means bugging the fighters more. I hate.
We have to bug. Dude, oh my god, bro. Bugging the fighters. Go to Creator Clash 3 announcement. No way, dude. We don't want to bug the fighters. Drops a fighter over promotion. Crazy. Dude, it's insane. They just started enforcing this policy on the person that they fucked over the week before. This is nuts, dude.
They wanted to know about the event and they would have bought tickets. We're going to try.
This is from the announcement tweet in February.
Try really hard this year to remedy that. We need to advertise it. Maybe that means bugging the fighters more. I hate doing that, but maybe we have to. And just me making content around this shit. And all
right, so how much content has iDubbbz made about this? He didn't even mention it in fucking the content cop, like the biggest thing he posted, right? Was there a big Creator Clash thing in that? I don't think there was. But he like went out of his way. Oh fuck, dude, holy shit. Okay. So, and again, by the way, Buckley's channel is being spammed by Grizzly. Keep posting that. Go give him a sub. He's posted great content about Creator Clash. We've reacted to actually most of it if you go back through the channel, but I would prefer you watch it through him. Now we've got Kevin Lurdwichalgal, a 13 million sub YouTuber. Okay. It says Glitch. Again, oh, he's the YouTuber Glitch. 291 followers on Instagram, 48,000 followers on Twitter. He has reposted the Creator Clash promo video on March 13th, and he's made 2 Instagram posts 11 weeks ago and 1 6 weeks ago, reposting Creator Clash 3 videos with nothing. Oh, 291K on Instagram. Sorry, dude. This guy's got like a small peen IG, dude. All right, Myth. Myth has actually promoted the event. I actually had to eat shit on this one because he was my example I used with Harley. But 4 million subs on YouTube, 5.5 million followers on Instagram, 2.4 million followers on Twitter. No Twitter posts, but he posted about Creator Clash 2 in 2023. 1 Instagram post 6 weeks ago, and a 43-minute video called "Can a Pro Gamer Become a Boxer in 6 months?" 2 weeks ago. But it has, oh my god, is that true? It has 7,000 views. Didn't Myth used to be like a massive creator, dude? Yeah, I know. I gotcha.
And you know what else is massive?
Where is he? Oh, yeah. No. Hold on. I can't even find his video when I'm searching it. Oh my god, Buckley was being conservative. This video hasn't even hit 7,000 views. And he sent me this days ago. Oh my god, bro. Holy shit. Donate to Creator Clash. Don't, by the way. Just donate to charity. This guy doesn't even have 7th. There are more people watching this stream than have watched this video. Like our live concurrent viewers. I have doubled this video's views just by showing this. If everyone clicked this video would be twice as big. Look at the comments. Loved all the discussion, how it feels to fight. This is a sick video. Hope it reaches more people. Hell yeah, this is real content. W video. Nice. I hope this video pops off. Well produced. Like, I mean, there are people here who are supporting him. It's a 43-minute, like, boxing documentary footage thing where he's talking. I mean, he tried. You can't knock him for trying. But again, it's selection. It's fighter selection here that's an issue. I mean, I don't think that... I'm not saying that a 4 million sub YouTuber doesn't belong on the card, but like, you got to start bringing in some people who are going to promote this thing and sell tickets, dude. That's why you're not selling tickets. Odd Ones Out, 20 million sub YouTuber, has nothing on Twitter, nothing on YouTube, and posted on IG a repost of Creator Clash 5 weeks ago. Will Neff has 149,000 subs on YouTube, 122,000 followers on IG, 192,000 followers on Twitter, has made one Twitter post in February around the time the event happened, one post 5 weeks ago on IG, a repost from Creator Clash, and nothing on YouTube. So thank you so much to Buckley. And that's, I mean, it should be shocking to me. It's just not. Ian did help promote the Myth video. That's good. But like, it's extremely odd that they're going to hold him. And Buckley did say, I admit the Twitter stats might be slightly off. I searched Creator Clash from username and CC3 from username. So if they reposted something else or talked to a fighter without mentioning the name of the event, which would be super shitty promo, by the way, it is possible he missed it. Okay. But yeah, that's the 6 major fighters on Creator Clash. Harley is like the most... He actually promoted the event more than anybody else. He literally went on to go fight haters. He's been constantly tweeting it out. Even when he was shit-talking the event, he was still saying, like, go buy tickets to this event so you can see me fight and stuff. And he's now no longer fighting. Lena posted about training on IG before the content cop. Yeah, no, they selectively enforced this policy on one specific fighter who they'd fucked over the week before and then launched a promo right after. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious to anyone who actually gives a fuck about the truth what happened here, but I'll let you come to your own conclusion because I don't have it directly out of their mouth.
What did they say about reimbursing her for her time? That's just obviously a no, right?
I believe that is a no.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think they're gonna have a single dime to spare anyway. Harley was smart. Apparently, he got paid up front.
By the way, again, just saying it. Subscribe to A Dose of Buckley. Dude makes great content. He's a fucking legend on the platform.
What?
Interesting.
That's fucking insane.
It is insane. That's part of what pissed Harley off, is that he told them from the beginning that he would only do it if everyone was getting paid the same amount. He also, interestingly, maybe I shouldn't say this because I'll leave it to him, but I think he said this publicly already about the payment. He did. He said everyone needs to get paid the same amount. And they agreed.
That was his big thing. If you actually go back and watch the original conversation I did with him, I think it's got like 38,000 views from earlier this year. He's like, he prides himself that everyone was paid the same amount. And then he had to come back here, tail between his legs, and be like, listen, dude, after that conversation, they fucked me over. And my fucking co-star in the main event, after I fought 2 times for these guys and was going to do a 3rd fight as their new main event guy, allegedly they fucked him over on money and they paid the other guy more. And then when he went to go correct the situation or try to get everybody else in line with him, they said there's no more money in the budget. What a shitty way to treat somebody who has given undying support to you for 3 entire events.
And then he was talking to his opponent, LA Beast, and he was like, oh no, I'm getting paid this much, which is like significantly more than you.
That's horrible.
But Harley had the foresight to ask for the money up front, which is how it should be when they're asking you to fucking do all of this training. How much did you guys spend?
It's pretty much up there. I think we probably spent around 12,000.
So you guys spent $12,000.
Okay, so the 12,000 came from them. I heard the stipend was 10.
Oh! And like, why should you guys be expected to front the cost for that, for their fucking event? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, they probably did this after Froggy Fresh because they were just throwing money at people in Creator Clash 2. And then when Froggy was out, they were trying to demand money back. So I imagine that one of the things that they changed is you have to front the cost and then we'll reimburse you on day of event. But now that comes with the stipulation that, like, I imagine they're contracted to get a certain amount of money. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. Why would you trust people who didn't have any money the day of the event last time to pay out on the day of the event unless it's like in writing?
But there it is. I didn't expect them to totally screw you guys in this way. So I will be...
It would be worth finding out how Lena spent $12,000. I don't know if she'd be willing to talk about it. I guarantee she wouldn't be willing to. I don't recommend any of them come talk about it on this channel and associate themselves with me. That's probably a bad idea. But like, I would love to know the breakdown of how an influencer fighter spends $12,000 because it's such a foreign concept to me. And for someone, I guess, who's done it, I would love to know how that happens.
Reimbursing you guys. So
those trainers aren't cheap, I imagine. But again, you have to realize that other amateur boxers don't get $12,000. Buckley's video says this really well, that like these amateur guys make, what is it, at best like $1,000 their fight, like their first fight. He could probably correct me in chat. They don't get the opportunity to do that. I know those trainers aren't cheap, guys. I'm a boxing coach. Nobody spends $12K to get their first fight. Yeah, I imagine there's some kind of pad here because influencers can, like, they go to more expensive places and do a more expensive shit. But I don't understand this huge stipend cost for the It's for Charity shit, even to this day.
Don't worry about the money.
Appreciate
Hassan
that.
would never.
Can I just tell you?
Yeah, but for a fight this public, you'd probably want a higher caliber trainer. But again, not everybody who's going to these fights cares as much as Lena did. Funny enough, Lena's off the card. She probably cares. I mean, do you really think every single person who's getting these fucking, like their $200 for pass and go is actually putting it into training and meal prep regimens and content and shit that they're filming, like stuff to film their content with for their event? Like, I'm sorry, dude. I see some of these people in the ring. It looks like it's their first week. You know, some of these guys see this as a paycheck. Harley kind of even soft admitted that was the case.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't worry about it.
And worse, amateur boxers get zero. I fought 15 amateur boxing matches with several guys who went on to go pro. $0. Jesus.
It's the least I could do after tanking your entire life savings.
Thank you.
Ethan,
LA Beast is in the chat. Hey, listen, if LA Beast in the chat, good luck on the night of your fight, man. I'm not trying to send any hate directly to members who are still fighting in this event. Okay? You don't deserve to be caught in the crossfire the same way that Lena was caught in the crossfire between iDubbbz and Ethan. I have no hate individually for these people who are fighting in these cards. But I do think it's worth pointing out how much promotion these guys have done for somebody who supposedly got tied up over promotion and had to leave the card.
By the way,
I was wondering, hold on, this is important. You know about my sort of misadventure.
I've trained so hard to give up. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Go out there, kick some ass, make some money. Hopefully everything goes well, everything goes to charity, and get your payday, dude. I have absolutely no hate for you.
Ventures with the Triller stock.
Oh no, you sold.
I mean, saying I sold.
I hope they get you a good match too.
At a loss is maybe even underselling it.
Yeah.
There's nothing left. There's nothing left.
How?
And the thing was, I feel a little misled because you sort of pushed for me to do that, if I recall.
To sell or to buy?
To buy.
When did I push you to buy Triller?
Wait, they have Triller stock? Wait, are these guys holding Triller stock right now? It's crazy.
You did. You did.
Well, wait, is this some big market manipulation ploy? Are people getting the call? Be like, dude, sell the Creator Clash stock. They're canceling the event tomorrow. Like, there's some insider. I'm kidding.
We'll look at the tapes later.
Okay. I don't know
my point being is like,
it's a Dan gag, yeah.
We're in the giving mood.
Oh, you want me to? How much do you down?
Well, 100%. Well, maybe not 100.
What, and monetary value?
Oh.
Dude, every time I get financial advice, it's always from Keemstar, and it always costs me not shitloads of money. I don't go invest the entire castle on fucking what Keem tells me privately. He's like, dude, buy these Andy Milonakis NFTs. Boom! Andy Milonakis gets called a crypto scammer or something for the same NFT that I bought like a goat soup thing from him, and people like made fucking videos. I have no idea how that went down or whatever. I have no clue. He's like, dude, buy these Nerd City NFTs. Boom! Crypto crashes. They're worth fucking nothing. Okay, shit. Well, bad investment. Okay. Then he goes, dude, all in. Put all your money on fucking on XRP. I put like $100 or something, nothing crazy on XRP. Immediately that shit goes down. Dude, do not talk to Keem for financial advice. He's not good at that.
Something to the
yeah, he just wants me to put it all on red, dude.
I mean, for you, it's probably like pocket change. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
it would be no.
You listen to Keem. I mean, it was just kind of throwing around play money.
Don't be so sure. How much is it? We talking 6?
You made 200,000 on XRP? Yeah, you probably bought in like 3 years before me. He made $1 million on XRP when it was like fucking 2 cents.
7 figures?
No.
I bought XRP at $2.60. I don't even think it is that high. I think I'm in the negative.
Not 7.
Team is not when they say they're not a financial advisor, okay, believe them. They're not financial advisors.
Okay. Well, 6 is a big range.
That's absurd. 7?
So yeah, I guess that makes me a crypto fascist.
6 is a huge range.
Yeah, it's probably in the low 6s.
Yeah,
low 6s.
I'm not paying you back for that. Listen,
That's what Keem sounds like when he's telling me. He's like, yeah, Nick, I swear to God, if this Andy Milonakis NFT goes up in flames, all right, I'll pay you back. Then I'm like, hey, Keem, remember what you told me? And he goes,
low 6s. I'm not paying you back for that. Listen, I, as a licensed financial...
This is literally how the convo went between me and Keem, but it wasn't a bit.
Yeah, well, that's why I fucking listened to you, and I found out later.
This is literally exactly how this conversation. I'm literally, my brain is imploding right now. This is literally how this conversation went in real life.
That isn't even true. So
I did not advise you, okay? And please do not register with. Do not file a complaint with the FCC or whatever, whoever does the stock exchange.
That's what I need to do. I gotta file a complaint with the FCC, dude. Insider trading.
You see? Don't talk to them, Dan.
Advises moms.
Well, that's sorry. I'm sorry you lost your money, Dan. But on the high side, on the upside here, the stock market. I mean, it's having a little rougher today, but it's coming back. AB.
Yeah.
All right, I can't read that one. Oh yeah, this is financial advice. Get a job. Get good at your job. Get paid better. Keep going. Do not invest in pinball machines, and do not donate to Creator Clash.
Yeah,
it is.
I sold mining.
You sell at? Was it around here? That's the Twin Peaks.
Guys, Frogan, here's the financial advice. Invest in Jobcoin. Jobcoin to the moon.
Price is Right sound effect, everybody.
Wait,
so there it is. That's the big announcement.
If there is a job coin, okay, I do not support it. Just to be clear, there's a coin for everything now.
There's 2 big announcements.
Invest in 56 eggs.
Actually.
Wait, is that like a... Oh, God.
3 might even.
Wait, what does that joke mean?
And some people say, if you include Sam Cedar being here today. So... Oh! I know that's a lot. I think... I'm kind of curious what the community's reaction is going to be to that. I want to say you guys did nothing wrong. This is 100% on them, in my opinion.
Rogan eating all those eggs on stream where she talked about the soldiers getting PTSD. Oh my God, dude, I love that. She was just sitting there and she was like, dude, I hope they get fucking PTSD, okay? And then she's like, and she's like, yeah, I hope they get fucking PTSD, dude.
Opinion, and they should be deeply ashamed of themselves for how they run this event and the situation they put her in. And honestly, at this point, I'd be surprised if
every time Frogan gets in trouble, she just starts chomping. It's like a panic chomp. She's always like having a snack, right when the viral moment happens.
Somebody gets paid out anything, because this event seems like it's on thin ice on a hot summer day. And you know what?
Thin ice in Florida, dude. You know what else was on thin ice? Tampa, when they got eliminated.
What happens to ice in summer days?
The Panthers go to the finals. That's what it is.
It depends. It depends where you are. Because it'd be sunny in Antarctica and still be very cold.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
Let me check the chat.
We endorsed the Tampa Bay Lightning because somebody came in here and assured me they'd have to move Creator Clash if the Lightning went to the finals. That wasn't based on anything. One singular chatter told me, but we endorsed Tampa for that reason. They've lost already.
People's reaction is going to be to that. Shut up, Ethan. Let's see.
How come you tried to shit on Medicare with Tommy C before? What? Bro, if that even happened, it would have to have been... I shit you not, 7 years ago. That would have to be like in like late 2018 if that ever happened. I've literally been on stream with Jim since then. I love Jim's streams. What are you talking about? Did you just step out of a time warp?
We actually just received 50 gifted subs a moment ago.
Well, thank you so much.
A big fat 5-0 from Thomas Furky.
I go hard at
I own his fucking merchandise, dude. I bought a hat from the man. All right, go buy a hat for your hat.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's so nice.
Dude, I don't know what Keem is doing. I was looking at his stat sheet because Keem always constantly talks about his stats. Keemstar makes, what is this? I think Lolcow makes like 50,000 in super chats per month. I don't know how he did it, dude. He found the community of the biggest pocket watchers ever and made them pay for a show. Remember they used to like investigate how much money Wings would make in donations? And he got them to spend $50,000 a month on that show. It's crazy. Like the most stingy people on the fucking planet, okay? He took over all of the anti-Wings and anti-Boogie content from all of the people who were farming them or whatever and doing all like the Wings ting shit like that. Like all the views go to Lolcow now. He started like a 7-show network. He monetized the fuck out of every single one of them. And he managed to make Lolcows profitable. I don't know how... People were saying Keem fell off or whatever. And I mean, even I said I didn't think the show would last. I was fucking wrong. That guy has managed to prove he's more relevant now than ever before, or at least his business mind is. God. It's soulless now? Oh, I don't watch it, but I can acknowledge that he's an extraordinary businessman. I mean, it's all out in the open now. Those guys don't own any of the show. Keemstar owns the entire thing. They lied about splits back when we were first doing this. It was like a symbolic thing. Keem owns that show.
What?
They're getting paychecks.
I think for our audience, it's probably comforting in that I think a lot of people were like,
the dude he's actually got to be probably one of the fucking smartest businessmen I've ever seen.
fuck this event.
Just not for crypto.
But also we want to support Lena. So now it's just fuck this event. And that's me saying that, not you guys.
Yeah, Wings got fired for pushing his wife. You want to hear this, dude? I'm sorry. This is my last segue on Lolcow. Okay. Kid behind a camera got accused of being a pedophile. That didn't disrupt the show. Wings of Redemption pushed his wife on camera and assaulted her. That didn't fuck up the show. In fact, they made thousands off of it. Okay. Kid behind a camera got accused of domestic violence. I'm sorry, he got arrested. There was a court, not a court thing. There was like a warrant out for his arrest for domestic violence or something. That didn't disrupt the show. Okay. Keemstar got accused. I haven't even gotten to watch this on stream yet. Apparently Keem rizzed up some former employee or something. That didn't disrupt the show. These guys are getting hit left and right with everything. Like Keem called me. He goes, Nick, I don't know what to do, man. They're accusing kid behind a camera of dating his wife when she was a minor 15 years ago, and she said she lied about her age, and nobody's denying it. And she lied about his age, and what do I do? I just fire him, bro. I don't fucking know the answer to that question. It's not my job to find out. I just wouldn't want to associate with him. And he keeps him on, and they keep winning. It's crazy. There's nothing that can disrupt this guy.
Also, before the show even started,
wasn't that on? Yeah, he called me in the middle of like one of the segments.
I just remember.
Wait, what? Why? Who cares? Because you guys are making shitloads of money, and this guy's got like a crazy allegation leaning over his head. Of course, you'd want to move him out. But they kept him on. I mean, there was like it was making some of the people who were streaming under him uncomfortable. Bro,
Nicholas,
fuck that shit.
The goat. Thank you for
that is some shit that if it happens to you and you're going into business with me, you tell me before we fucking start. Hey, this is on the horizon. This might come up later. I don't get blindsided because there's some weird pedo allegation that I could never know if is real or not. Fuck that, bro. We stopped doing business at that point. I'm sorry.
There was also an individual named Char, who also
you got to give somebody like an informed fucking decision on that, on whether that's going to come up.
Gifted 50. So there's been 250 gifted membership packages sent.
That's so nice. Thank you.
And Char also sent 50 pounds, British sterling. 50 gifted for 50 fan members. All I ask is
for all the Hassan fans.
I think AB talks about it, so I want to hear, what does he say?
It was, but that was an original Kimi.
Actually, he did talk. So are they done
covering
now?
the fucking news?
Also, I want to say Hassan again, and since you're watching.
I thought he said something else, but I guess that was all of it. So yeah, that was the main point of the main takeaway. They announced on the H3 podcast yesterday that Lena had dropped out of the fight, being the second Creator Clash fighter to drop, with 2 vacancies open right now, and Creator Clash has yet to respond, discussing that I doubt they'll mention the Jake Paul fight because I don't think they want to bring more attention to it. But they also haven't mentioned the Upper Bowl yet, which is kind of significant because I've got friends who bought tickets there and they don't know what's going on. Now I have to address something that's personal to me. In the last stream, a couple of people made allegations or whatever that I had photoshopped a photo of Frogan being beaten senseless or something in my fucking video or whatever to like promote my content or something. That was coming from a smaller account, and it was signal boosted by one of her moderators. I've gotten like conflicting reports on whether this guy's actually named after a Simpsons character or if that's just an insult they levy towards him. But he goes by Anthony Sargon on Twitter, just to be clear. Anthony Sargon is his name, right? So Anthony Sargon quoted and signal boosted Ethan's Attic, a schizo A-log snarker account, saying, according to Ethan Klein's subreddit, Gila Klein made a donation to Nicholas DeOrio today. Here's the thumbnail for Nicholas's stream yesterday.
Nicholas,
a photoshopped image of a
goat.
physically
Thank you
injured
for the
Frogan.
$5,
The same day, H3 dedicated their episode to harassing Frogan. So this is Ethan's Attic, and the Millhouse guy, the Anthony Sargon guy, is the Millhouse guy that you guys are aware of. And they showed the Gila Klein donation. Thank you again for supporting the channel. That was a risky play coming over here, but I appreciate it.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
And then this is the thumbnail I put up. So it's a picture of Frogan with a bruised fucking eye, a scratch on her nose, and a little fucking mark here, okay? And it's not like, oh, battered and beaten domestic abuse. My caption is no job. And I call her a bloodthirsty moderator who exposed Ethan Klein. There was no, like, I wasn't going for any, like, domestic abuse angle here or trying to make this. Again, if you go on, this criticism is never levied toward, like, Internet a J or Jay Aubrey, who legitimately Photoshopped the people that are in the thumbnail. I'm way too fucking lazy for that, for the most part. I rarely ever do that. But again, if you look at Internet a J's channel, and look at his thumbnails, who are actually done by my thumbnail guy for my main channel videos, all of them are this, like, demented, red eyes, fucking, look like they snorted a shitload of drugs, fucking punished face things. Bill, look what they did to my boy Bill Cosby. Okay, that's, okay, Jesus, fuck, dude, hold on, wait. Okay, so yeah, like, this is what they do, right? I fixed the button. But yeah, all of these are like, this guy's got cum dripping from his face. They're all like red-eye, punished, beaten, fucking abused creatures or whatever. And that's the angle in which he takes it. He like alters their appearance to look worse, right? If you go to Frogan, okay, I don't know if it's still here, but it was definitely here. Yeah, if you go to Frogan, you Google search it, okay? You look at some of the most recent Frogan-related pictures, okay? Boom, there it is. It's a picture from Google, okay? You see, I'm sorry, I'm covering my wiggler be wiggling, okay? And I go here, boom, look, it comes from X. Okay, let me click this off screen because I don't want it to open my DMs because Twitter just loves to show you who's messaging me privately for some reason. Okay.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5.
And then you go, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So the allegation is that Nick photoshopped Frogan being beaten in his thumbnail to like make like a domestic joke about her or whatever, or like make a fucking hate crime reference. And you go, wait a minute. Huh. Frogan tweeted this. Oh, okay, but Nick, that's still not okay. Frogan was assaulted and you're fucking reaping the rewards. Okay, I'm gonna shoot from the hip here. Correct me if I'm wrong. I posted this the other day. Nobody has told me I'm wrong so far. So I'm going to fire from the hip on this one. Look at this tweet. Look at some of the responses here. Where is all the people who are where's all the support? Where's all the love and support for Frogan getting into some kind of altercation or incident? Is this supposed to be funny? Huh, I'm confused. The dream stands are going to cancel you. Hysterical to pretend a man beat you for being a Muslim woman. Obviously, the joke is, like, she's making a joke here. Don't tell Hassan you're a Muslim. But if she was actually injured, okay, it's her job. She can make that joke. That's her trauma, right? So we can't go after her for that. Huh, I'm confused. He can't keep getting away with it. Did he throw you in the Lenovo pit of doom? Like, there's not a single comment here being like, oh my God, sweetie, I'm so sorry this happened to you, right? It hasn't come up once. That's kind of peculiar. I understand this is a meme. One day this inside joke will cancel Hassan? Hold on. I thought Nick depicted Frogan as a battered and abused woman. what's going on here? And then obviously this gets signal boosted by what is it? Millhouse? Straight up psychotic stuff. Do we expect any less from the Raider of Ramallah? Ramallah, okay? I guess another shot at Hila Klein. But yeah, they're signal boosting this allegation. Then I go, and I did a little digging. I started, my noggin started jogging, okay, for the one guy who mentioned Jim 20 minutes ago. And I looked at this and I go, if you look at this picture, the full picture, you could see that she is wearing obviously her headdress, a flower top with yellow and pink headband, or whatever the fuck that is, right? Okay?
What's the name of the guy?
And
from Keemstar
just
Orbiter?
for clarity,
DeOrio.
this is,
Mr.
I believe,
Oreo.
October 10th, 2022. So if you look at other photos from that day, this is very obviously the same day, okay? This is October 9th, 2022. This picture is shit quality, but this is the same outfit. Oh, look, another picture. October 9th, 2022. Okay, same outfit, same night. Okay. This is a week later. Frogan has no mark on her face. Maybe the makeup was really good here. That could be the case. Oh, look! Same exact outfit. She's met Hassan Piker. A picture was taken on October... You know what this is? This is TwitchCon. Now, I'm supposed to believe that Frogan was beaten or injured at TwitchCon, and there's no record of this happening at all whatsoever. Nobody's got a story to tell. Frogan got assaulted at TwitchCon, and nobody's ever brought it up since, including Frogan, who exclusively talks about her getting the fucking award. I don't know if it's this same event. Hassan's never talked about Frogan getting injured at an influencer party, which is where she was that night. An influencer party. It's never come up. All the comments on here, nobody is saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you." That's super weird. And then I went on Snapchat. Now, it's not the exact same filter, but I wanted to hope Hassan recovered from the Zionist assault. I think we're understanding what happened now. Are you starting to figure out what happened here? Yeah. Okay. And yeah, full picture so you can see the outfit. This is the actual night of tweets. I can make this a little bit bigger just so you can kind of engage with it a little bit better. But Frogan tweets this. There's pictures of them smiling. There's no context as to why this happened. It's a Snapchat filter. That's the conclusion I came to. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'll happily eat shit on this. I think that you depicted yourself as a battered fucking woman, and then you let your moderator come and talk shit to me because what can I possibly say to that allegation? That's what I think happened. I think you willingly depicted yourself as a battered woman, and then I used it in my thumbnail, and you swung at me, and I don't really appreciate it. So yeah. My bad. My bad for putting you in my thumbnail in a way that you chose to be depicted with your fucking Snapchat filter, okay? Frogan Smolay. Yeah. And now, obviously, these people haven't been taking this well. This is a legitimate post that I saw. This one's great. So this is a post.
Is DarkWeb a virgin?
This is probably the craziest snark post.
Why would so many people be Googling that?
Hold on. Can we get the, I got this one song I need to play while I read this one while they're doing detective work on me, okay? Hold on.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
So I'm sorry that had to be such an in-depth fucking analysis right there, but it is extraordinarily frustrating to be like falsely accused of something by like the most disingenuous people online who constantly claim to be like taken out of context. It's like they absolutely know what they're doing. Here. This is the one I'm looking for. Just really loud though. It's loud word. Okay, Hila Klein is in Nick DeOrio's chat. Oh, man. IDF terrorist runs defense for the guy famously known for his program, Rape Review. By the way, asshole, it's ultimate, to be clear. Do not associate with me with lesser shows, okay? It's ultimate, okay? You forgot the ultimate. IDF terrorist runs defense for a guy famously known for his program, Rape Review, stalking and sending threats to developers and actors. What? Actors? Where did that come from? Okay? What? Repeatedly wanting to hit and abuse women. When? When did this ever happen? What does that even mean? Calling for mass murder.
The goat. Thank you for the $5.
Calling for mass murder on non-white people. Okay? And then, at the end, after all of those listed things, and he's a pedophile too. I can't keep up with the number of ugly sex pests the Kleins are getting into bed with these days. I wish they'd come out of the closet and announce that they're all alt-right already. Everyone is laughing at their tiresome, oh, guys and girlies, I'm just a whittle, liberal Zionist, social democrat clown show. Who do they think they're even convincing at this point? So 2 things. 1, yeah, dude, I'm really sad that somebody's thinking of gutting this entire subreddit, finding the main players responsible and suing the absolute shit out of them. I'm gonna, listen, guy, I'm real fucking broken up about it. I doubt it'll even happen, but I better fucking march to their defense and protect them when that day comes, and definitely not cover any other topic. But that's besides the point. The biggest problem I have with this message is that, do you flamenco. Have monkeypox? Thank you for the flamenco.
No.
Did your girlfriend use a strap-on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you
Okay.
Why are you still here?
Damn, Nick. I didn't know all this. I don't know if I could continue to support you. Anyways, this is for the pinball fund.
Thank you.
Nicholas, the goat.
Okay.
Thank you for the $5.
The biggest problem I had with this is I posted this in my Discord server. If you've been gifted, you can jump in. It's in the community tab. You're in there for life. Somebody reached out to me and they went, when did there...
Nicholas,
hold on.
the goat.
They went, when were you accused of being a pedophile? And I was like, are we just going to glance past called for mass murder of white people? What do you think I am? Like a fucking... like a fucking genocider? Like a fucking... We're just gonna gloss fucking past beating and abusing women right to that one? We're just accepting all that other stuff? I'm an ethno-naturalist to you? We're not even gonna criticize that line of logic? Okay? But yeah, I was like, wow. They're like, dude, wow, another fucking bogus pedo allegation. I'm like, bro, there's 4 other bullet points right
Nicholas,
there. 3 of them
the
are
goat.
mostly false.
Thank you for the $5, my man.
Dude, I'm fucking dying, dude. Holy shit. There have been mostly peaceful protests, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, so this is just crazy. I couldn't believe... I was like, I've taken this one well. And everyone clapped. Dude, the fucking snark posts have been relentless. You should go read them. If you actually... Unironically, people think that like, oh, they're posting all the bad stuff about you, Nick. You should go search my name on Snark. You'll have a good laugh. There's a bunch of crazy shit about me. I wrote on here... Oh, this isn't even the one. There was another one. Oh, you want to fucking talk about a snarker? I saw this the other day. I was dying, dude. Hold on. This is on my private. You can just follow this. So I'll accept you or whatever. It's like, it's a dream private. You can repost anything on here. I got an email because somebody wrote something to me on the H3H3 subreddit, right? They literally responded to me on that subreddit. I guess the automod banned them. And they said, get off Reddit and go for a walk, little bro. So I got curious and I clicked this little blue button. They were last posting on Snark 9 minutes ago. 9 minutes ago. Get off Reddit, little bro. 9 minutes ago. All of this is Snark. All of it. Every single time that you see somebody badmouth me in any capacity, click on their account, dude. Always Snark. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. There's just no way this is happening, dude. There's no fucking way. But again, you go look this up. There are... I mean, like, I wrote this the other day. I'm, like, shocked that people are expecting me to come out here and say anything nice about these people or defend them in any capacity. And people are like, well, Nick, if you go by your principles, you defend these people. My principles don't say I ever have to cover anything on YouTube. They just say that's my principle. I can just go, yeah, dude, I think that this lawsuit is kind of dumb, and then cover something else that day if that's how I really feel. I don't have to defend you. I'm not going to. Like, look at this, dude. Praise for Nick DeOrio. No wonder Gila Klein loves Nick DeOrio streams so much. Nick DeOrio doing a Destiny-style incest debate. I guess this one was tweeted out by Bad Empanada, who, funny enough, if you go to Leftovers H3 right now, I think does he moderate for the sub? Somebody sent me a screenshot. I don't know how to check moderators. I'm pretty sure that's the case. No, he doesn't. Maybe they removed him. I had a screenshot sent to me where Bad Empanada was a moderator, but I guess he's not.
Nicholas!
I don't want to spread any misinformation.
$5, my man.
Nick DeOrio lying and spreading pro-Ethan propaganda. I posted this one. It was, dude, that one was good too. Hold on, where is this? I was lying and promoting pro-Ethan propaganda. This is the pro-Ethan propaganda. How many days ago is this? Oh, wait, this one's so good, too. I forgot. Look at this. Ethan and Hila's bestie, Nick DeOrio, hosts a series called Ultimate Rape Review. Thank you for getting the name correctly. Where he and his friends mockingly review serious rape stories for fun, rating how believable and funny they find the victim's traumatic experience. Are you fucking kidding me? You think we have a score? Like a score system? Like, we rate these situations from... Like, a 10 is the most funny to 1 being the least funny. Like, why do you have to lie? That is insane. And then look, you got highly upvoted posts. Reminder, Nick DeOrio is a dog-whistling Nazi, and he has been for his entire career. He now fully supports Ethan Klein after years shitting on him. DeOrio is an actual Nazi, by the way. And it's like, you know who I'd go after? I wouldn't go after a subreddit for this. You know whose fault this is? It's Hassan Piker's, who every time my name fucking pops up on the screen, he just says I run a Nazi show and I'm a fucking crypto fascist. They don't need evidence. They don't need screenshots. He just calls me a Nazi in front of thousands of people.
$5, my man.
Every fucking time. The fucking compilation. Does anyone have the compilation video of Hassan pretending to not know who I am?
What's the name of the
I gotta be
the guy
prepared for these
from
streams,
Keemstar
dude. But I didn't know this was
Nick
gonna come up.
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
I shouldn't look up Hassan. It's not going to come up if I do that. Does anybody have this? I think I know the keyword to search. Hassan pretending. There's so many different okay. Oh no, not that one. What is this one? Media. Oh, dude, there are way too many Hassan Piker tweets to find this. Bro, Hassan's reaction was crazy here. What is this?
Pulled it all the way out.
Oh, dude, this one's fucking great. Look at this one. This is totally irrelevant.
To his penis. Pulled it all the way out. Stretched it out. Let me tell you. 3.5.
Salesman than he is. Something like that.
That's leading us that life question. He was. Bonner was not the lonely
What's the name of the guy from Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Call me crazy Nick, but I don't think these guys like you.
This is going at like fucking 10x speed or some shit. Alright, maybe not 10. The dog's not moving that fast. But it's sped up. And let me know it came back and he's like, oh, it's super disheartening to see people get so many views on this and not even ask me for permission. Which I don't think you need permission to react to somebody's video. It's probably nice, but I don't think you need it. But to just do that, this is so disrespectful, dude. To put on somebody's hard work and just broadcast it to 40,000 people like an asshole. I think the most egregious one that I've ever seen was XQC give like a nothing reaction to a video about JFK's assassination by the same guy. I think this is even that video. Like, imagine going to XQC and you're like, hey dude, what are you gonna cover today? Bro, this is fucking crazy. Literally someone's been fucking JFK got fucking assassinated, and I got so much to say about it. Like, what are you expecting fucking XQC to say about JFK's assassination? Nothing. Nothing.
Hey, Nicholas DeOrio, who eat this shit fun?
He's not even interested in the topic.
Is this really Wally?
Yeah, it just keeps going. While this is playing, I'm gonna look for the clip. Dude, this is the perfect time, bro.
I really like you.
Why? It's like unreal. It's actually shocking. And like when Chud does this, he at least puts somebody else's content on. And this is only a minute. This keeps going and 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 going. And he's like,
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why?
Wait,
heard the
what
shots. He had looked.
Did I accidentally go forward or backwards?
He wouldn't know. It's like, not only is Bad Empanada mod, but okay, so this is the screenshot that I had seen. I don't know if this is still accurate, but Bad Empanada was at one point a moderator on r/leftovers h3, the current snark. So yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's like an insane thing that happened at one point. And I got a Sam Cedar thing. Let me just check one more time and see if I can find this, because I think it's relevant to the topic. Of just like, you want to talk about disinformation, you want to talk about slander. Hassan Piker. Boom. Okay, yeah, here it is. This might be an older one. There might be like a newer one now. Because I continuously add clips to this and keep posting it. Here.
Crypto fat. Isn't this like Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking dipshit like?
This one was specifically egregious because he was just watching a different video. Okay. Obviously going after Doomer Media, who was making a Hassan video at one point, which is probably why he even covered this. He just sees my name and goes, "Oh, dude, this guy's the crypto fascist."
Isn't this like Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking dipshit like crypto fascist dudes too? This video is actually Destiny. Yeah, I like that we're getting our notes from this guy, by the way, in terms of who we need to ban. Didn't this guy literally used to have like a straight up Nazi program? This guy said, I have estrogen coming out of my body. Dude, are Republicans this delusional? I mean, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. I mean, voting for Trump is one thing, and I've always...
Trump vote secured?
Said... Voting for Trump is one thing, and I've always said that like the most psychotic thing that Republicans do is like act like he's like this macho.
This guy knows nothing about me.
Sexy, handsome man. But I never really thought...
Or he knows everything about me. You really can't just... You gotta like pick one.
That this fucking dude would be like, dude, you're such a soy boy. Not only that, but I'm gonna fat shame here too. This fat piece of shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen. That is directly a fucking shot at like, that is infinitely more homophobic, or rather, I guess maybe transphobic than,
This is over me saying that he oozes with estrogen. That's what this rant is for.
Implying that someone is maybe confused about their own sexuality. Dude, nothing I hate more than fucking annoying right-wing shitters.
Did you debate Nick DeOrio on Twitch? No, I don't know who the fuck that person is. And I'm not interested in like debating your fucking random friend, okay? It's no different than being like, debate my uncle. Actually, guess what? Your uncle would probably be more interesting than some fucking random essay guy who...
Wait, I thought you didn't know who I was. How do you know I make video essays?
I just clicked on his name earlier and...
Oh, you clicked on my name earlier, but you didn't know who the fuck... Okay.
No.
Earlier, not right now? You didn't do that in real time?
It's just not happening, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, dude. And then you go look at his fucking Twitter, and he's subtweeting me literally fucking, like, today. He's subtweeting me fucking today. Like, now. Avoiding the drama angle has most likely cost me a lot of charitability. With apolitical slop tubers and drama fan bases, that could be anybody. Okay. That comprises a massive chunk of the online politics understanders. Now the market is flooded with Keemstar orbiters who only foray into politics is fuck Hassan. Dude, how many people get called Keemstar orbiters? It's just fucking me. I'm literally the only one who is covering this who's like associated with Keemstar. It's just fucking me. So I wrote, say my name. Like, it's so ridiculous, dude. There's literally, how many other fucking Keemstar, quote unquote, orbiting fucking live streamers are covering him right now? It's so ridiculous. So I have no fucking. Maybe I guess Willie, but I would you consider Willie a Keemstar orbiter? I guess he's talked to him once or twice. Holy shit, dude. And then oh yeah, so this is the Yeet post posting that. Of course, I literally just not clip shipped. I pre-watched myself, I guess. A lot of people fail to realize that it no longer matters if one side has more knowledge or is correct. We are officially in the parasocial haze, where stands are consuming politics from the narrow focus of drama. They don't care about the issues, only how it makes their favorite content creator feel. I feel like I'm going fucking crazy right now. I feel like my brain is like devolving into mush. This is how his community has literally always operated. It's like the first time they're getting too much pushback. It's the first time he hasn't been able to dismiss it as, oh, Destiny Orbiter has come to attack me. You guys don't self-police shit. You team sports every issue. If people don't agree with you, you ostracize them and destroy their fucking careers. At least you try to do it with Ethan. What are you talking about? And then he posted the other part that I just read. And it's like, I am so sick and tired. And you go look at his channel. Ethan's community is losing his mind. Ethan's ridiculous behavior is getting crazy. I'm ready to debate Ethan Klein. And this has to not be archived. This might not be his direct channel. I don't know if he runs this one in particular. But there's so much Ethan Klein coverage that's what his fucking clip channels are posting, because he talks about Ethan every fucking day. So I put out a statement on this. Where is it? It's always funny. It's the funniest shit ever to watch political React farm streamers claim some moral superiority over drama guys. Hassan Piker literally just spent the last 2 months watching every favorable anti-Ethan drama video possible and demanding him to debate. The constant cycle of watch one more bad empanada video to save Palestinian children, genocide profiteering business, and the virtuous Ethan Klein drama coverage does not give him much room to be better than everyone else. Hassan defines slop content as videos that make him feel bad, like every other bad faith actor dismisses criticism. It's an interesting coping mechanism from the guy who walks off while videos play and sits in a pool of his own dead air, mindlessly looking at the chat half the time. He's probably trying to investigate to see if there's any Destiny fans watching him, to the point where he can't even acknowledge the content on his screen. And now this is, I guess I had Grok make this. That's why it looks like it's completely... Let's just say that my drawing would be worse, and this is the best I could do when I was looking for it. But this is like the best political cartoon that could explain how these streamers are making shitloads of money off of genocide. Okay, it's just Hassan Piker, Frogan, Denims pointing to the newest Ethan Klein video, or watching another bad empanada video, while the fucking guns, knives, and bullets are raining down on the Palestinian children they're so bravely standing behind so they could be the virtuous content cops. Well, you can't call them content cops, they hate cops, but this is legitimately like, oh, we're so much better than you, look at what we're doing, and this is what they're doing. I'm so sick and fucking tired of these, like, the genocide profiteers coming after, oh, you talk about tabloid news drama? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I'm pretty fucking proud of it. It's going pretty well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a whole lot of room to do the I'm better than you shtick when you're sitting doing the same shit that I'm doing. Oh, wow, you're a debate bro? Cool, so are we. Oh, wow, you're covering fucking cheating scandals? Oh, but it's about Donald Trump, so that's different. Oh, wow, you're covering a rape allegation? Oh, still Donald Trump, but that's okay. I don't know, dude. It's just, it's YouTube drama for people 2 to 3 years old or scaling upwards. I legitimately think that, like, every PewDiePie fan that grew out of his content became either a Hassan Piker fan or an Ethan Ralph fan. They just diverged. 2 roads diverged, a yellow thing, and they took either the road less traveled by or the road more traveled by. I feel like a lot of people who are like liberals in my chat just now just freaked the fuck out. They're like, what? No. Ralph is alive. Yeah, Ethan Ralph is alive, like the Green Arrow. So that was the Yeet posting. And then Augie posted this clip, and it's just like, why is he running? This is so pathetic.
That was his big smoking gun. Or maybe he was going to try to bring Dan Saltman on or Destiny on in the hopes that I get banned, which I will, by the way.
Why is he lying about this? There is no one on planet Earth that thinks Ethan Klein is going to Sam Sear you with Destiny, whose brain isn't made out of fucking mush and plaster. That's insane, dude. No, I can't say no one because someone's probably tweeted. I meant like functioning non-subhuman like people. don't think this is going to happen. There's literally no association that you can paint between these two people. There's nothing that would even like, and people go, well, wait, dude, Ethan did it to Steven Crowder with Sam Cedar. And it's like, it's so funny how that was based up until 15 minutes before somebody had to debate Ethan Klein. It was so edgy and cool to bring on Sam Cedar when it was Steven Crowder. Now it's seen as like a cowardly debate tactic because it has to be cast in a veil of darkness. Even though the same community was praising Ethan for doing this a couple of years ago. It was never cool. I think it was funny. I remember Tommy C, love Tommy, did a stream saying no one will ever respect Ethan politically again because of this maneuver, this pit maneuver. I'm like, I think you're being a little over dramatic about this, but it's not like Ethan's like a real political voice or something. And he'd go on to do Leftovers, and here he is now. And this whole controversy is about fucking Israel. So take your fell for it again award, Tommy. Okay, I'm just kidding, but I mean, I thought it was pretty fucking funny. But yeah, this is him. This is Hassan trying to make up reasons why he can justify getting out of the debate. I really can't see it any other way.
That was his big smoking gun. Or maybe he was going to try to bring Dan Saltman on or Destiny on in the hopes that I get banned, which I will, by the way. If Dan Saltman or Destiny appears on Friday when we have this conversation.
And I saw people responding that, dude, I hope he doesn't bring on Dan Saltman. Like, they didn't even know who Dan was. They wrote Dan Saltman.
If Ethan is still willing and able to do it, I will get banned. He knows that, which is precisely the reason.
Destiny fucked the inside of his mind, like one of his fucking women that he throws around. Okay? Not physically, just to be clear. Don't sue me. Just like, yeah, whatever. Like all these random women who show up, fuck Destiny and leave. Hassan's brain was one of the things that he hit and quit.
Reason why I assume he will try to bring them forward, just as I called this initially, just as I called what was going to take place in this.
Like unironically, Hassan Piker was the biggest Destiny orbiter out of like anyone involved in this scenario. Legitimately bigger than Tom, certainly bigger than me, way bigger than Ethan. Right? Half the cast probably hated Destiny even before the allegations. You think AB was a huge Destiny stan? They covered his allegations. What more do you want? What are they supposed to do? How could he assure you this isn't the case? No, it's just Hassan Piker, who is basically, okay, I don't want to use the word groomed, but like he is like fed his audience that all criticism are used Destiny talking points and they are to be disregarded, okay, for the last 5 years, and he's just going back to what he knows.
Conversation initially, I'm telling you right now, if he tries to, oh my God, Sam Cedar me, what a fucking nightmare, with like a person that has been banned, I won't be able to have this conversation with him. I will have to exit out of this conversation because Twitch will absolutely ban me. I know for a fucking fact. Okay?
First of all, if they ban Hassan for that, for Destiny being on his stream, but not for the terrorist shit, that would be the funniest thing ever. I don't think they'd ban him. I do not think that if you go on Twitch and talk to Destiny as Hassan Piker, the most protected guy on the planet, maybe they've told him differently. But that's insane to me that they would go. That would be the line in the sand that they draw. That Destiny is a bigger threat to the Twitch ecosystem than fucking terrorist support.
So, no, I already have. I've already talked to my Twitch rep. I did. Shut the fuck up. I did already. I know. They said, no, you will get banned.
No, Nick, he talked to his Twitch rep. Dude, that would be like the worst decision in Twitch history. And that would be like an insane move on their part. But the fact that he even talked to his Twitch rep about this, maybe this isn't just him lying. Maybe he's actually this mind fucked to the point where he's like terrified. This guy literally sees Destiny in the street looking at him, and then like a car passes and he's gone, vanishes into thin air. It's actually unreal.
Do you understand? So for that reason, if he tries some fuck shit like that.
Oh, by the way, chat. Okay, spam this shit. If you want to donate to a Creator Clash charity, okay, my personal recommendation is the MS Society. That is Harley Morenstein's charity, okay? MS Society. Clip it, ship it, post it to r/h3h3. The recommended charity, get Lena's as well, but multiple sclerosis, okay, is the charity that Harley is specifically, that was the one he was fighting for, that he's now no longer getting the opportunity to fight for. Okay? Multiple sclerosis, MS Society is the one that he wanted to pitch to. Okay? I needed to just and by the way, even if you don't have like a ton of money or whatever, if you're gonna buy a Creator Clash ticket, you might as well just throw them your do what I did. Then you have the opportunity after the event bombs to say that maybe you donated more money than Creator Clash. That's what I'll be doing. When you tell me what, I'm just gonna put one ticket in each, in that one, and then I'll put one in whatever Lena wanted, like I did with Froggy Fresh thing.
That I assume this was a two-parter. Okay,
no, not MS-13. That's not what I said.
This was a two-parter. I suspect that he was initially going to try to get any clip that shows Sam Cedar agreeing with him to be like, see, your ordained designated Jew agrees with me, or something along those lines, and then be like, why do you call me pro-Israel? Okay, that's what he thought he was going to be able to get. It didn't happen. So now I assume his second smoking gun is to probably bring up like Destiny or Dan Saltman.
Dude, it's so fucking crazy. I don't know if there's a more spineless person. I don't even know how he sits upright in his chair without just flopping around, dude.
With the hopes that I get banned. Because if I don't back out of that conversation, I get banned. If I back out of that conversation when that happens, he will go, oh, you ran away from Destiny. You're so scared. You're just like...
Maybe we should donate to schizophrenia for Hassan. I don't understand, dude. And yes, by the way, that was ableist, okay? I'm gonna wear that on my sleeve. I just fucking said that. Yeah, okay? No, oh God, I think that Ethan's on drugs here.
Like Steven Crowder. And that's the problem. Okay? He is going to try to present it. I'm telling you right now, if he tries to do some shit like that, that means he doesn't want to have a real conversation with me on this issue.
I've never seen someone front load this so hard before. It's actually crazy. Smaggle just sent me another clip. Wait, what? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? I'm in the middle of doing the segment. I'm in the middle of doing this in this segment, and we got a double Hassan Piker. Apparently in this clip, not only do I get called fat, okay, again, the thing that makes Frogan cry and fall to her knees and cry. He did it again today while we're live. This is so fucking crazy. This is actually fucking crazy. Let's snoop again, dude. I actually can't believe it. Okay, so he was talking about me. This is legitimate fucking proof. Are you serious? I can't stop winning. I actually can't stop winning, dude. Oh, dude, it's so free. What is this, number 9? At least he knows who I am this time, apparently. Yeah, here we go.
People say, like, I feel like people sweep for Hamas by saying, like, what do you expect, right? But the truth is that people use
Sweep
South
for
Africa
Hamas.
as...
What are you saying? Sweep? Like, he's using T terminology. When he's talking about fucking political commentary, an issue, a real issue, he says sweep? People sweep for Hamas? This isn't Nicholas Eat Oreos talking about Destiny's sex...
Oh, now you know who I am, Hassan! Wow! Crazy, dude!
When he's talking about fucking political commentary, an issue, a real issue, he says sweep? People sweep for Hamas? This isn't Nicholas Eat Oreos talking about Destiny's sex crimes, you fucking psycho. What are you talking about, sweep?
I literally fucking made like 7 videos talking about that, condemning the guy. Wow, dude. That's so
For those of
crazy.
you, the adults in here that don't know what sweeping is, okay? Sweeping is...
Why is he locking in so hard on the word sweeping, dude? What the fuck? Where did the sweeping shit start either? I do feel like that came out of the community, but it might have come from somewhere else. Wasn't that like Michael Alberto started sweeping and it made its way all the way to Hassan Piker? Is that like a thing that happened? I don't know. Maybe it was elsewhere, but the first time I saw it was like when Michael Alberto was coming after us.
Is, I guess, like terminology that like T channels use when they're talking about gossip, and people that actually hide, sweep things under the rug.
Wait, that's crazy.
Okay? Hiding key elements of a story in an effort to defend a problematic individual.
I don't like about people. People say,
wait, I literally maul this guy. I wrote to him today, earlier in the day. I wrote, say my name, and he just went on stream and did. That's crazy, dude. Dude, this is nuts. I literally wrote him, and he's just like, yeah, I'll oblige, Nick. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, all right, cool. Thanks. Apparently there's another clip that I need to watch. Holy fuck, dude. I am like stun locked. I can't believe that just happened. Okay, so then Hassan ensures his audience that he'll try to keep it cool. He'll try to keep his cool, dude. His audience is running an optics check.
Yeah, I'm not convinced you will keep your cool. You went full caveman mode. No, I know. I reflected on my behavior and the...
I reflected on my behavior. What did you do? Fucking like, let's go down the list of things that Snark accused me of. Did you what? Demand that like an entire race of people get blown off? No, I went gorilla mode when I was watching the debate. We're gonna check out in a minute between Ethan Klein and Sam Cedar.
Fighting the excitement that I felt. It's not. I will try to keep my cool.
Yeah, I went demon mode, chat. I'm gonna go demon mode right now, actually. Hold on. Wait, let me go demon mode, chat. Guys, listen, I've got hold on, wait, I gotta put this on, dude. Chat, we're gonna go demon mode. Where is this? There we go, chat. We're going demon mode. There it is.
Best of my...
Dude, I've got Ethan Klein's skill set now. I'm going demon mode.
Ability. I will try to keep my cool to the best of my ability. I think I yelled a little too much.
Wait, is his own chat telling him he acted like a freak while the debate was going on? Thank you, Hellbent, for the new Wiggler.
But it was like, that's how it was watching.
I need a Viltrumite one.
You know what I mean?
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
Participating is different. Based on yesterday?
This is so... Yeah, Satan Nick, dude. It's the satanic panic. Hassan is falling for it. Holy shit. Dude, Hassan is such a loser. Dude, here's another one. You want to see another loser post from Hassan Piker? Actually, man, hey, man, since you're talking Sam Randy, and like, I guess we can have like a more productive convo now since you like seemingly have enough time to watch clips of me. Anyways, I'm definitely down to do it Friday though. Peace and love. He's trying to like jump Ethan at the end of his stream, being like, hey, dude, let's talk now. He's trying to pull a fucking, oh, Conor McGregor. Doof, doof, doof. Let's talk now. Let's talk now. Actually, maybe we can get on stream right now. We'll talk about it right now. No prep time. Just come on my stream and we'll have this chat right now, buddy. Why are you so afraid to talk about it on the actual day? He's trying to repeat Willie. We literally told you he'd do this. He's just trying to drag him on when he's not ready. Oh, Ethan no-show. Ethan no-show. He wouldn't go on my terms the minute I asked him with zero prep to talk about fucking 3 months of drama with all of his clips in hand, dude. Willie no-show. Pathetic, dude. Hassan's been going on and on about how Ethan's a complete moron for 2 months now, but now he's trying to ambush him. That really doesn't exude confidence, does it? I don't think that exudes the same confidence that he's been bringing to the table prior to this. And yeah, we showed you this earlier. There are people now going on Twitter. How did this? Oh, this popped off. Yeah, I think it. I don't want to pull a mic from PA. Yeah, and we actually ratioed it, guys. When the original tweet got. Okay, we actually ratioed it. Yeah, dude, he sped up Ethan to make his Tourette's look more pronounced.
This was made basically before the war started. And I think that the unfortunate, really tragic outcome of the war is how much it's jaded and radicalized, I think, people in Israel. It's really, I think people in Israel feel like isolated. They feel like...
Yeah, oh my God, dude. So that was that. I think that's for the most part what I came out here to check out. Oh, I did want to see this. So this was Dad's response. We didn't cover this last time. This is the one remaining fight that I would call to be in question. I have no background knowledge to this. For all I know, Dad shows up and kicks the crap out of somebody. But Dad did kind of show up to talk about this, and he's been very vocal, and he's the only other fighter that I've seen openly like criticize the event in any capacity. So he put an emoticon. Is that Hillary Clinton? What is that emoticon, Chad? I'm not really sure what that is. Is that the only message? Am I getting punked right now? There's another message in here, right? It's just that? Oh, okay. Well, he sent like a picture of Hilda. Oh, Princess Diana? I don't know anything, dude. I don't know anything. A great way to benefit a charity is by donating directly to the charity. Dude, based? Oh, wait, I can actually do that now. Based? Okay. Unbanned, dude. Unbanned. I'm unchained. They unchained me. He needs that 50K promised by iDubbbz, but he doesn't get to be the entire center of attention that way. It's dope that Harley dropped out, but it's dumb to wish for Lena or Dad to drop out. I agree. I don't think you should, like, maybe wish for them to is one thing, but I certainly don't think you should investigate these fighters and harass them and say, you should drop out because my YouTuber is better than their YouTuber or whatever, because they're just trying to fight, dude. Ultimately, they think they're donating to charity. I think that Sapnap thinks a ton of money is going to charity and probably has no idea what happened in Creator Clash 2. So some of these people who have never seen anything about the unpromoted event that everyone's kind of like keeping secret, I imagine they think, and they're going into this with good intentions. It's really up to them. I didn't like when people pushed Lena to do it. I imagine that partly was part of the reason why she was happy to drop out when they went to her about the promotion. And the other half is just the harassment that she's been getting from everybody else. He hopes it'll go to charity. Wait, what? I don't... Oh! Direct dono to donate. I don't know. I don't see it. Oh, wait. I'm so stupid. He streamed. There's audio to this clip. Holy fuck, how am I a professional streamer? Why are there 7,000 people? Why are you guys watching me?
I can't. I don't want to mess up. I'm not messing up. I'm not dropping.
I'm actually so fucking stupid right now. I was reading the chat. Holy shit, I'm actually the dumbest fucking streamer on the planet.
On a Creator Clash, I want to do my third boxing match. I'm 44. This is the time I have to do it. I have trained for 8 months now. I'm definitely doing it. It's going to benefit a charity.
Okay, so he's fucking fighting, guys. He's fucking fighting. Good for him.
I don't get into any of the other nonsense, and I am doing it to help people. It's silly. You harm more people by dropping out than you would to continue. That's silly. But I hope everyone watches.
And I bet he really believes that. And I have no problem with him doing that.
And helps us raise that money. At this point, it would be silly to do that.
Guys, Dad didn't make a video on Ethan that caused this whole situation to blow up. That was iDubbbz. Sapnap didn't make a video. Fucking LA Beast didn't make this video and drop it while Lena was on live stream. Those guys are not responsible for the stuff that Ian and Anisa did. Their event is probably going to fail either way, okay? You don't have to go and harass these people and yell, because there's no criticism to be levied here. You're no better. If you go and harass these people specifically, you're no better than the snarkers that were banging down Lena's door.
Be backwards.
Not literally, by the way. But like just going in her comment section, like, oh yeah, fucking, you should quit your job. You should quit your job.
And counterintuitive.
I know you care a lot.
So yeah, that's what I saw. That's the dad thing. As Creator Clash falls apart and refuses refunds, Anisa Jomha decides to take a vacation. Damn, not even our former president can get a refund. It's in the fine print of the ticket that if the card changes, you're entitled to a refund. There's no skirting around that. People have pointed this out, that apparently there's some section, some regulation where they are entitled to refunds now, despite the fact that they were offering no refunds. That is yet to be tested. That is yet to be seen. I haven't seen a single lawyer take a look at it. We mentioned it briefly on the stream yesterday. My chat was fighting with me saying it doesn't apply. So take that with a grain of salt. We don't know that for a matter of fact so far. Eventually, I think they have to issue some kind of statement. We'll see what they do. If it's not legal what they do and it goes against the terms of their own fight, I guarantee somebody's going to take issue with it. It'll get tested. So at this point, it's just speculation. I don't have any specific thing to tell you about it. But I imagine it would get litigated if this is something that's valid, I guess. Pope Nick? No, I'm Devil Nick right now. I look like, what's it called? Ghost Rider, but I'm not on fire yet. I'm like a Ghost Rider and Hellboy mixed together, dude. But if they issue refunds, they won't be able to throw a party for all the rich influencers. If they issue refunds, how could Anisa afford this girl trip? Can't garnish a girl's trip. Checkmate. Hassan wouldn't think he's cool anymore. She tries so hard to appear unbothered. I don't even understand why. Like, if you want Creator Clash 3 to succeed, you should be bothered. I don't think they care, to be honest. Just a clout grab. I mean, I call it Cloutgasm. It's like the Hero-gasm event, but instead of fucking each other in the boys universe. Yeah, guys. By the way, superhero, Marvel, superhero. Yeah, it's like cloutgasm, where they all just sit there and suck each other's clout through a straw, paid for by cancer children. Dude, oh god, don't you think those cancer children would have loved to see the comedian that was paid for with the money that could have gone to them? Oh, they would have thought he was so funny, dude. They would have loved that singer and that food, you know? Don't you think the cancer kids would have loved to enjoy that gala? Holy shit, dude. But I bet they're happy knowing their favorite YouTuber got a vacation. I honestly think that the Make-A-Wish kids and stuff, they probably have solace to the fact that the YouTubers they watch got to spend their cancer money on amenities and hotel rooms and shit. And don't forget the multiple sclerosis people and the AIDS patients or Save the Horses or some shit, whatever the fuck they're doing. Dude, imagine they just turn around, they're like, God, by the way, all charity will be going to Hamas, ladies and gentlemen. No, dude. The day of the event, bro. Holy shit. Wait, hold on, dude. Hold on, wait. Okay. Hold on, wait. I gotta find the outro song. Here it is. Dude, why is it never in my... Okay, here it is. Yeah, this one. Is it this? Oh, yeah, dude. Dude, here. Hold on, wait. Where's iDubbbz speech creator clash? Hold on, dude. Oh, I know it's a creator clash to full stream.
Accolades, far too many to list. He is the Don of
trying to looking very. All these people get to work. I'll be waiting. Whatever wait, whenever you want. Let's go.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! What's gonna happen? What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say?
For your winner. One more thing. Can I hold this for a second? Okay, you hold it together. Yeah, you go. Hey. All right, I got something that's been weighing on my mind all fight week.
Okay.
And I gotta let it out. I heard a rumor about this boy that this might be his last fight.
No, dude, I'm gonna host another one of these next year. It's gonna be bigger and better.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. Can we all agree that this man right here got that dog in him?
No, not for the last 7 years.
That this man right here that brought everybody here today, that gave all the fighters a core memory we will never forget.
No.
Have the spirit of a warrior.
He doesn't have the spirit of a charity guy.
One thing left to do. Come with me. Come over in this corner. Come here. I'm gonna go up here. You're tall. You just hold it right there.
Dude, when he was beating the shit out of him, it's like Mario Yamasaki. He gave Ian a chance to be a warrior.
With me. One more fight.
Dude, all 15 people in the crowd are amped up at the speech. Holy shit, dude.
For a good call.
Your winner, iDubbbz. It was an absolutely hell of a fight. What would you like to say to all your fans and supporters that were rooting for you here today?
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know that all of the revenue from Creator Clash 3 will be going to Hamas! Yes! Yes, it's going to Hamas! All of it! All of it! We're gonna be arming them! They're musical people! Yes! No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. Dude, that dragged on for so long. I think you might have forgot where that was going. Holy shit. Holy fuck, dude. I legitimately can't with this shit. By the way, thank you for the 8,000 people who just fucking saw me do that. What the fuck? All these people have never worked a job where you have to operate professionally at a management level. I think you lost me at all these people never worked a job, because that's probably all you needed to say. The problem with blurring the lines between internet personality who tries to capitalize on clout and actually having to read the room properly when it comes to people's money, she probably handled it as best as most of us would in the situation. No, dude, I feel like most of us would just not do a third event after the last one makes negative 250,000, but I'm preaching to the choir and I've said it 50 fucking times already. I feel like most of us would be embarrassed. I don't know. Is that outrageous? They learned empathy at 30. They'll learn embarrassment at 40. Okay? They'll finally. Oh my god, dude! What was I doing with my life? Holy shit! They just don't have it. Wake up, Nick. Wake up. You've really fucked up when Obama is asking for a refund. They must be big fans of the Steve Miller Band. Go ahead, take the money and run. Jesus. And again, I don't think they pocketed the money. I guess the people who were trying to sue them thought they were pocketing the money. I legitimately think they wasted it all on fucking